The Fight Word. It's your boy Money back with another one, family. We talking boxing. And today we gonna touch on the false call outs by Devin the Dream Haney and more. Since I was talking to this cat, right, he wanted to say that Devin been calling out everybody, left to right, right to left, all around, up and down. You did? Well, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about boxing. Let's talk about boxing. Lori, what's going on, Queen? How you feeling? Yeah, he ain't said take name and I don't know how long. Facts, Lo. Hell yeah, Lo. Cassandra is in the building. I say I'm gonna hit Cassandra in the eye. Let me not say that too loud, Cassandra, for people think I be hitting them women. That dude money in the wheelchair, he be hitting on women. Women to whoop my ass. What can I do in the wheelchair? Y'all smash like button, y'all, but we gonna talk about this today. Cause Devin love it's Cassandra, I've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes, Queen. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now you want to come in? 2 hours and 30 minutes later, 3 hours and 30 minutes, 4 hours and 30 minutes later. 5 hours I've been on, Cassandra. 5 hours and 45 minutes. Now I just got started, Queen. Yeah, I just got started. We just got started. Daryl Young, what's going on? No, I just started. I did. Lori, what you been up to? Light skin business, what's going down? Devin does have a solid resume though. Can't take that away from him, and T.O. have the second best resume out the young. I don't take nothing away from Devin Low. I get Devin all his just due. It's just the capping part, right? What we always touching on, what I'm gonna touch on. It's the capping part that gets to me, right? And then, like when we call him out on the capping, people act like that we don't like the dude, that we hating on the dude, and that we ain't got the right to speak on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But they want to bring up, oh, y'all don't talk about nobody else bullshit. Y'all don't talk about Tank. Y'all don't talk about Shakur. Y'all don't talk about this and that, man. Listen, we talking about Devin and the bullshit that him and his papa be coming through with. Now everybody's so in love with Devin and his papa, right? Now they shit don't stink, and now they can just cap and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They can cap and get away with it. Like this part, Cassandra, they say that the sanctioning body offered Shakur 50% if Devin was to fight him, which is a fucking lie. That is a bald-faced lie. The sanctioning body never said, Devin Haney, if you come and fight Shakur Stevenson, it's going to be 50-50. They didn't offer that man no 50-50. That's a lie. And people running with it and telling people that that's true. You know what I'm saying? Telling people that it's true when it's not true. It's not true at all. Sanctioning bodies never even agreed to nothing because they didn't even negotiate with them people to even agree to a fucking number. Now, what the thing said was, you know, they had the power to make it 50-50, but they never even said what it was going to be. And people running with that shit and making it out to be like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bullshit. Pure bullshit. Facts, Daryl. Omega, what's going on, big bro? How you feeling? Yeah, that's a bald-faced lie, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna get this link together first. You know what I'm saying? And people just take it and believe anything because of who said it. People were taking and believe anything because of who said it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker literally said the sanctioning body, and I got the receipts, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. You lying motherfuckers. We gonna read it. And the first thing they gonna say is we some Devin Haney haters, right? And the same ones that's calling us Devin Haney haters ain't even buying Devin Haney pay-per-views. And they scared to come to my channel. You feel better tonight, big bro? I'm happy you feel better, champ. You know, they're not gonna come to my channel because they don't fuck with Money B because they scared of Money B because Money B keep it too real for their motherfucking ass. Yeah. You know, we don't do no faking around this part. And we ain't gonna act like we like your ass over here. Just so you can come and sit on my panel. Just so you can come in my chat and talk to me. You feel me? We don't need none of that. Low, what's going down?
Yo, what's up, Monty B?
Was you down there last night, bro?
Hmm?
You didn't jump down there last night, was you?
No.
Okay. What's going down with you?
This is my first time on your live. I watch your videos, but this is my first time on your live, man. I'm just chilling at work.
Okay, I
Yo,
appreciate you. Appreciate you.
no doubt. Likewise. Yo, I noticed like a lot of Devin fans, they're salty because they want people to call Boots an email champion, but they don't understand there's a whole different situation. Bud is moving up. When Devin took that WBC belt, the email belt, Loma was still in the weight class. Loma was still clearly the best guy there until Tiafimo beat him. So it's a different situation. Boots
Mhm.
and Tim Zoo are not email champions. Those guys moved up in weight. It's not the same.
And let me say this to you, champ. I don't even agree with the franchise title, right? So I'm gonna keep it real. When Loma dropped the title, I called Devin a real champion. I never used the word email, but I also said this: Lomachenko never ducked Devin Haney, and I stand on that, right? On the simple fact of when Lomachenko dropped the belt, he went and fought Teofimo, who was a better to me, who was a hotter fighter, who had the better resume then, and they both was on the top rank. At that time, Devin was with the zone. You feel me? Devin was nowhere in the plans for Bob Earn to put him in the ring with Lomachenko. Nobody was
Facts.
listen. All the motherfuckers that screaming that act like they the big Devin fans, none of them was asking for Devin and Loma. None of them was really running around saying, "Oh man, we want to see Devin and Loma." We want the main focus was Lomachenko fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. When people say Tank was ducking Loma, then Bob Earn was the one that put in play Lomachenko versus Teofimo for undisputed. He been trying to put that together, bro. And in all
Yeah.
reality, it was the right move. It was the smart move. You know what I mean? Devin Haney didn't even have a name back then. Now I'm not shitting on Devin, but T.O. beat Richard Cormier. He beat Nakatani. He beat Nakatani first. Then he beat Richard Cormier for the title. Right? His buzz was going big. He knocked both of them out. So T.O. was making his name. Devin wasn't doing none of that shit. Devin was in position to try to come in position to when they got to the WBC to say, well, we want to fight Loma because we the mandatory, whatever the fuck they was trying to do. But everybody knew that Bob Earn was making Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. So that man didn't duck no goddamn Devin.
You
To
know,
how you duck Devin to fight T.O.? Come on now.
Lomachenko showed that he got character because when Tio was calling Lomachenko out, when Tio was young,
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko said it himself. Lomachenko said he's a kid. He said, if you want to fight me, go get a belt. So
Yeah,
Teofimo went and got a belt, being that he was on the top, he's on the top rank. Bob put him in that position. That's why
exactly.
Tio left that little tournament they were talking about because he decided this is the easiest route to Lomachenko. Why am I gonna go for a tournament to win a vacant belt when he can fight the man? So he fought Comey, knocked him
Yeah,
out, got the Lomachenko fight. If Devin Haney was on that side of the fence, if it would have been Devin doing what Tio did, I'm sure Loma would have fought him as well.
exactly, bro. And like I say, Loma wasn't afraid of nobody. So like, when people scream, Lomachenko ducked Devin, there's just some bullshit to try to make it look like nobody wanted to fight Devin. To try to put, you know what I'm saying? And this is no knock on Devin. Like, I'm not hating on the dude. But that shit is bullshit. They can run around here, they can scream that shit to the top of their lungs all they want to. The better fight, the more exciting fight, right? The fight that was going to gross more happened. Teofimo versus Lomachenko in a unification bout. That was the best fight. And if
Yeah,
anybody tell you that fight wasn't better than Devin Haney and Loma back then, they just a bald faced lie and they some lying motherfuckers. But if you ask them, did you watch Loma versus T.O.? I bet you they watched it. So it's like it's just Key, what's going down, Key? It's just a bunch of hate that's going on, bro, to try to build Devin up and make it look like nobody wanted to fight the man at that time where his name wasn't even out there. You know what I'm saying? Look at his resume at that time and tell me who he fought. You know what I'm saying?
it's a
So
shame that that fight wasn't even on pay per view because at that time that was during COVID. That was the first big meaningful fight since COVID. Because I went to that Tio fight live. That was when Bud Crawford fought against Kyle Velasquez on the undercard. That was
mhm,
in December of 2019, and they
okay.
fought in October 2020. There was no crowd in the arena. That should have been a pay per view because at the time Tio was coming off of a knockout. He was knocking people out, so they looked at it as this young guy got a big puncher's chance. And then
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko at the time was top three, along with Bud Crawford and Canelo on the pound for pound list. Some people had him at one. I had him
Yep.
at three, but
Yep.
and not for nothing, Tio beat Lomachenko more convincingly than Devin Haney did. Like when you watch highlights of that, you can see highlights of Tio doing his work. When you see highlights of Loma and Devin Haney, all you see is highlights of Lomachenko getting off on him. Even though I had Devin Haney winning that fight 7-5, but
No
it
doubt.
wasn't the same to what Tio did to him
Hey,
for styles and fights.
that's crazy. We were just on Keon's show earlier. Keon said the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing. T.O. beat Loma more convincingly, bro, and
Hmm.
more easier, and you could you kind of said it was more exciting, right?
Yeah,
But this is no knock, right? Because people go try to
no,
make it look like we're shitting on the man, but the facts are the facts, bro. right? The facts
Yeah,
are the facts.
Devin's a hell of a fighter, bro. Regardless, we can't take
Yeah,
that away from him.
don't
And if
take
he beats Regis
yeah.
Prograis, for me, he's top five pound for pound. If he beats Regis Prograis,
I pick him to beat Regis, right? I favor him to beat Regis, even though I just think he's a front runner like his first 6 rounds, and then he faded the last 6. But I favor him to beat Regis, bro. And I'm bound to fight, so I really don't give a fuck about what nobody else talking about. Just to the fact of the capping part, bro. That's my whole part. Like they want to cap for him, and they want to make it look like okay, it's okay to cap for him. And when you catch him, like even the motherfuckers who ride for him on these damn channels, the big fanatics and faggotites, right? They ride so hard. When you catch them in their lies, they'll figure out some shit to get out of that lie and spin the whole narrative and try to get away from it instead of just telling the truth. You feel me? Like Bill Haney said, we're going to finish out. We're going to stay at 35 throughout the year. We're going to finish out this year at 135 pounds. They at 140 now. Nothing is wrong with that. All we saying is just say that, right? Because now when they act like they really wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson, you have half of these motherfuckers talking about, oh, Shakur don't deserve to fight because he lied and broke the oath to them, saying they supposed to only fight at 147, which is weird as fuck to me. I don't believe that shit. Then you got people talking about, oh, he should have accepted 25%. He didn't really, Shakur didn't really want to fight when he went the sanctioning body route, and he was gonna get extra money. He went because the narrative is the narrative they trying to say is, oh, Shakur wanted 50-50 and the sanctioning body was gonna give him 50-50. So Devin them said no fight because they didn't want to give him 50-50 and undisputed. The sanctioning body never offered Shakur no 50-50. That's a fucking lie. And I can read the article that it came down to they had the power, right? They had the power to give 50-50 after they look at everything. And if it comes up, like if it add up, like if man, you sitting at the table, you the A side, I'm the B side low. But in the midst of I did so much to where I still can get 50-50, they have the power to say, well, he deserved 50-50. But in that instance, when they sit down at the table and they take into consideration that Devin is undisputed, he came off a pay-per-view fight, he did X, Y, and Z. I promise you the sanctioning body was not going to offer Shakur no 50-50. Whatever they was going to offer him, Shakur was going to accept. The thing is, it was going to be more than 25%. And only thing Bill now wanted to give him was 25% of flat fee. No pay-per-view money, no nothing. They just wanted to lowball them. Well, I ain't going to even say they wanted to. They wanted to act like they wanted to. You know what I mean? So they knew if they would have went through the sanctioning body, that Shakur would have got more than what they were trying to offer. But not only that, they ass would have been backed up in a corner to fight Shakur Stevenson, and then it would have showed the true matter that they didn't really want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they was going to run I feel like this. They was going to leave either way. They weren't going to fight Shakur. They were just trying to do that shit to save face, act like they wanted to fight, wanted Shakur to say no, and as soon as he say no, we gone, and we can save face of stand at 35 and say we tried to give him the fight, but he didn't want it, so we went to 40. You know what I'm saying? Which they didn't even have to do that. All they had to say was, listen, we only have to make 35 for Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the only worthy fight for us. If it ain't Tank, then we going to 140. Shakur, you have to see us at 140. We can't make the weight no more. But instead, they do all that capping, and when we call them out on the bullshit, they want to get mad at us and call
call
us
us
haters.
haters. That's
Yeah,
like when you call somebody up, right? That's like when you really don't want to talk to somebody, you call somebody up, you let the phone ring 2 times and you hang up. You know,
exactly.
Shakur Stevenson, for one, is a two-division world champion. He's a unified champion.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he hasn't done pay-per-view, he does have a following. He has two fan bases. He brings in the African American and the Puerto Rican fan base now.
Yep.
So he does bring a fan base. And a lot of people like to call them the four young kings. He's one of the four young kings. Shakur Stevenson is not just any fighter fighting for the undisputed. Now, if it's Tank Davis offering you 25%, you take it. But no, I think Shakur should have gotten at least 35%. 35% would have been okay.
Yeah. Even
35% would have, even 40. 35% would be good,
I
in
would have
my
been cool
opinion.
with 35. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, Lo. If he would have accepted 25, cool, right? Who are we to say no? Like I say, we're not here to try to make it as if, oh, listen, Shakur deserved X, Y, and Z, this, that. No, but we not stupid neither, bro. We not stupid neither. It just come down to the point to where we know they didn't want to fight at all. They didn't want to fight Shakur at all, bro. But they just out there front like they wanted to. But if Shakur's saying, listen, I don't want the 25 and I'm going to go the sanctioning body route where I know I can get more, we cannot get mad at that, right? And then like they didn't even want to sit and negotiate with the man. They tried to make it look like he didn't want the fight. No, if he didn't want the fight, he would have turned down the 25 and went looking for somebody else right away. He went to the sanctioning body still at the table. Y'all the one got up from the table and ran from that motherfucker and locked the door behind yourself because y'all really didn't want to negotiate. So and y'all think people supposed to be just oh well we just cool with that this that and the third. But not only that, bro, they even talked about the numbers. Like Shakur numbers was even on top of his ass. Like he wasn't even out doing this. Say Shakur Stevenson has consistently drawn among the best rating on liner television of any professional boxer in the sport, pointed out Devin. For instance, when Mr. Stevenson fought Oscar Valdez on April 30th, 2022, he drew 1,166,000. Sorry, he drew 1,166,000 viewers on ESPN. Moreover, even against lesser known opponents, he has, in every instance, drawn a higher television rating than Mr. Haney. By way of example, when Mr. Stevenson fought Robinson Casasiao, he said, virtual unknown boxer from Brazil on September 23rd, 2022, he drew an average of 1,076,000 viewers. The very next month, Devin Haney fought well-known unified champion George Kambosos and drew an average of 945,000 viewers. You know what I mean? So Shakur even drew a bigger fucking viewer than him, and he went and fought for undisputed. And they
Yeah,
said this fight he drew Devin Haney only drew 923,000. So the second fight he drew less motherfucker than Shakur Stevenson. So Shakur was even pulling in more numbers on TV than him, fighting lesser opponents. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, come on,
With
man.
less on the line, with less on the line. Another move that he did, and I asked Bill Haney about this, and Bill Haney tap danced around my whole question.
He always
When
fucking
when
bad.
when Teofimo Lopez had that lackluster showing against Sandor Martin, right? Bill Haney was going to the liquor stores looking for Teofimo Senior, trolling him. So after Teo beat Josh Taylor, and then Devin Haney moved up to 140, right? When Teofimo did that little retirement thing, that's a troll move itself.
Right?
And the WBO was giving Teo the deadline to decide whether he's going to vacate or not.
Uh-huh.
Devin Haney was already negotiating with Arnold Barboza for vacant WBO belt. And then when Teofimo came out and said, "I'm not vacating," and then he called Devin Haney out,
He
all of
stopped
a
talking
sudden
about
Devin Haney, he stood quiet and then went and chose the Regis route. He went after Regis, mind you, after Regis had a subpar performance, just like they went after Teo after the subpar performance. But after what he did to Josh Taylor, they pumped the brakes on that. If Regis would have knocked out this dude in the first round, I'm not saying they would have avoided him, but who knows? You know, so a lot of stuff, a lot of narratives that people were believing that this guy was the boogeyman, it's been exposed, bro.
it. Hmm.
Even back when Theo was the top, when he was the champion, and they were making it seem like he ducked him. Why they never went with Bob Arum when Theo was the champ? They were saying we don't want to sign a slave contract, but as soon as he loses, they celebrating, and then they go and give up everything and go fight Barbosa and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Nah,
not adding
George
up.
Kambosos. George
I mean,
Kambosos.
Cambosos, yeah, Cambosos.
Because they, like you said, because they know it was an easy route. And I tell people this, right? Okay, they did what they had to do to become undisputed. Kudos to them, right? They took the fucked up deal. They got fucked over on the second fight because, and I you got to give George credit for negotiating this contract the way he did it, right?
Yeah,
So what they thought was this, low. They thought getting those titles was gonna get them that it factor to where okay, we get the titles now. Everybody have to come to us, right? We control this, we control that, and it kind of backfired on their ass. It didn't actually work out like that. You know what I'm saying? They got the rematch. YB was going down. They got the rematch. Then after the rematch, they got the Loma fight, which we all knew that was the play. We all knew that Loma was next after George Kambosos. We even told Bill that shit. He tried to deny. He was pissed off like a motherfucker. Oh well, we can drop the titles and we can do this. And then y'all, if y'all drop them titles, y'all right back at square one. Period. If y'all drop them titles, then y'all really fuck yourself because y'all really just went and won them for a lesser pay, and now y'all are dropping them. See, they were trying to force like they were gonna get a Tank fight, right? Oh, we want the Tank fight. We want the Tank fight. We'll drop the titles to fight Tank. we'll do this, we'll do that. But they knew they were still under contract to fight George Kambosos in the second fight. So really, they were just clout chasing and trying to
Yeah.
say shit to try to build the second fight up because they knew nobody wanted to see that shit. Let's be real. So now you're screaming Tank name once again. Oh yeah, we want Tank, we want Tank. So now if you don't get the Tank fight, it look like well Tank don't want to fight us, so we don't have no choice but to go fight George Kambosos. When you didn't have a choice but to fight George Kambosos anyway, because you're under contract. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't getting up out of that shit. Oh, are we under contract to fight George Kambosos, or is he under contract to fight for the belts? Another around the loop fucking question, trying to play semantics. Fool, y'all got the belts. Y'all not dropping the belts, so y'all go fight George Kambosos in the second match. Which what happened? You know what I'm saying? So when they see that, damn, we got the belts, but it ain't really pulling motherfuckers to us like that. It ain't making people line up to say Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney, like they saying Tank, 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 right? And it kind of backfired on their ass. So now look at them, right? They go to 140, and the Regis Progress is a hell of a fight. Like I said, I'm not knocking that fight. That's a
That's
good
that's yeah, that's respect. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Regis, I don't judge. One thing about me, Monty,
yeah,
I'm not one of them type of people that judge fighters off of previous performances. Like people say, oh well, how is he gonna knock him out where he couldn't do? I don't go by that. I've been watching boxing for so many years, bro. I don't go by that. I go by what I know the fighter can do. I know what Regis can do at his best. And as far as Tank Davis go, when Tank Davis came out of jail and neither Devin Haney or Tank had a fight lined up, they weren't mentioning Tank's name at all. They never mentioned Tank's name when they weren't signed to fight Regis. And when Tank right now is still not signed to fight anybody, they didn't mention Tank Davis' name at all. So all that Tank Davis avoiding them stuff, that got to stop too. That has to stop.
and we know Tank never avoided them people, man. Because every time they, like you said, they called Tank, they was under a fucking fight. They had something lined up. When Tank ain't lined up, they ain't say shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say nothing. Just like now, when they were just free, they ain't say shit. They ain't say nothing. But you got people out here talking about Tank should have made the fight happen with Devin while he was in jail. Who the fuck try to make a fight happen while they in jail, Lo?
Your mind ain't even thinking about that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. Your mind ain't even thinking about Devin. You ain't thinking about no boxing. You thinking
When
about
Floyd Mayweather was in jail, he wasn't making no fights, right? He came out of jail and then he signed that big contract with Showtime. You know,
exactly,
so that's Speaking of Tank, let me ask you a question. Who you think Tank gonna fight next, man?
bro. If I'm being like realistically honest, like I always said this, I always thought Pitbull Cruz was right there for the rematch because I always seen that everybody was locked up, right? Devin Haney had a fight where he got on 140. Shakur Stevenson, he locked up now with his fight. Frank Martin was right there, but I don't think the Frank Martin fight gonna take place. So
No,
when I'm just being realistic and I'm just looking at business wise, how everybody looked at how Pitbull Cruz fought him the first time. You know, some people like my brother Key say Frank whooped his ass in one hand. You got some people say they don't want to see it, this, that, and the third. It's a lot of people that do want to see it. You have a whole lot of community that feel like Pitbull Cruz beat Tank that first fight. So it's a lot of people that do want to see it, and for a lot of people that say it's boring, it ain't no boring fight in my
excuse
opinion.
me. No, I
It's
don't. I don't
yeah,
think Pitbull won, but I feel like it was competitive.
yeah,
But the fight I would like for Tank right now, like realistically, based on like you said, Devin is booked, Shakur's booked, Teal's at 140. He ain't coming back down right now at all.
uh-huh.
I would like Lomachenko, being that he's had a great career. He deserves a big payday, a good last fight. I would like for Lomachenko and Tank to fight, so Tank could finally get that fight and see if he could beat him better than Tio and Devin did. And if he does that, that would clear up Cambosos, so he can have a rematch with Tio because they want to fight Cambosos, but Cambosos is working on a fight with Lomachenko. But I hope Tank throws a monkey wrench in that whole thing and he gets a Lomachenko fight. I would love that. Loma
Hey,
deserves that type of fight before his career's over.
I won't be mad at that fight at all, bro. At all. Like that'll be a perfect opponent. Like we already know they got a background that they can sell it, right? Because people
Yeah,
always say Tank Duck Loma, you know what I'm saying? So, now you finally get the opportunity to fight Loma, even if he, lost to Devin and lost to T.O.
it's how you lose though. It's
It's
how
how
you lose.
some people feel
You
like he
know.
beat Devin with the T.O.
Yeah.
fight. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. The first time I seen T.O. and Loma, I had it a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought Loma fought his way back in this. I thought T.O. won the first half. I thought Loma fought his way back. I rewatched it. I gave it to T.O. You know what I'm saying? T.O. won it to me. The Devin fight, I thought Loma won the fight, right? I haven't rewatched it yet, so I got to go back and rewatch it. But the first time watching it, I thought Loma he did enough to win that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go rewatch that one. But Loma still got something in the tank. That's why
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been mad even if I would have seen Loma and Shakur. You feel me? I thought Shakur had
absolutely.
an opportunity to fight Lomachenko, especially right after Devin fought him, to see if you can beat Loma better than, like you say, better than Devin or T.O., or see if Loma beat you. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be mad at Gervonta Tank Davis and Loma, but do I think it's gonna happen next? I don't think so
No,
because
I don't think so neither. I spoke to Coach Kenny, and he told me that he feels they're not going to get credit. I told Kenny, me personally, if y'all beat Lomachenko convincingly, I'm giving y'all credit because you being somebody coming off of a good performance, and that goes back to the example I said earlier. Prior to the Devin Haney fight, people weren't giving Lomachenko a shot based on his previous performance against Jermaine Ortiz. But when he fought Devin Haney, we saw how he was able to raise his game. That's why you can't just judge fighters off of previous fights. That's casual stuff, bro.
that's a fact.
You
That's a
know,
fact.
and Lomachenko's stock is still up, bro. I mean, Devin Haney, just like you, when I first saw it on TV, I had Lomachenko winning, but I watched it 3 times. I did give it to Devin Haney 7-5. When he fought T.O., believe it or not, scorecard wise, it wasn't close. What made the fight look close to me was the 3 rounds, because I only gave Lomachenko against T.O., I gave him rounds 8, 10, and 11. But the 3 rounds that he won, he really pieced T.O. up. So sometimes you can win a fight 9-3, and even though on the scorecards it's not close, but it's still a tough fight because of the rounds that you lost. You really took punishment because he did put it on him those 3 of those last 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Even like the To and sorry, the To and the Loma fight, like early on, it ain't that To really did a lot. It's just that he took what Loma gave him, right? Because Loma really was he started slow, so it ain't like To went out there and bing boom boom beat Loma
No,
ass. It was just that he was landing. He took what Loma gave him. Loma wasn't really he wasn't engaging for real. So it's like okay, he gave those rounds away and he started a little too late. So by the time you started, you let To keep energy, right? Where he can match your ass. But like you say, the rounds that he did win, he was tagging To motherfucking ass.
He was. Yeah, he was. And the thing with Loma in that fight, right? See, Lomachenko, what I noticed, and it's the same thing that kind of like messed him up with Devin Haney. Lomachenko doesn't like body shots. He doesn't counter body shots. When Devin Haney beat him, every time Devin Haney hit him to the body shot, all Loma would do was cover up and jump back. He wasn't
Uh-huh.
catching him with his elbows and countering. When he fought Tio, every time he would try to punch, Tio was countering him. He felt Tio's power. People
Yeah.
say that if Loma would have opened up, he would have won. My thing is, if Loma would have opened up early, I think Tio would have knocked him out. Because Tio
Mm-hmm.
was on everything Loma tried to do. He tried to take the angle. He took his angle away. All that matrix stuff, he took it away. But
Yeah.
then Lomachenko made his adjustment as a great fighter and started piecing Tio up. And then in the 12th round, Tio made his adjustment and started piecing him back up, and that's what solidified the win for him. So
Man,
Lomachenko doesn't fight that good on the back foot. His footwork is good when he's coming forward with feints and taking angles, but going backwards, he's not that good.
man, Low, when I say you calling everything just like I call it, bro, we spot on with everything that you're saying, bro. I agree with everything
And,
120%.
and that's how I think Tank will beat him. It will be similar to the Tio fight. Tank will probably stop him because I think Tank's a little bit of a bigger puncher. Plus, he's a southpaw. It's a different look. But I could see Lomachenko going in there with Tank, being cautious because every time he's going to try to pump, Tank also is athletic. He's fast twitch. He got power. He's a counter puncher. When
Mm,
Loma feel that power, Loma's gonna move around the ring from Tank. Loma's gonna try to come on to Tank late, and if Tank shows that his energy's still there, Tank's gonna have to punch with him when Loma come at him late. And if he
yep.
does that, he'll be able to stop him late, or he probably beat him a decision. But I
Yep.
got Tank winning the same way. Loma's gonna run around that ring as soon as he feels that power.
I feel you the same way. I feel like, and that's what I was going to say too. I feel like Tank can be the first to stop Loma. I really think he gonna stop Loma, and the simple fact of, um, I think Loma will go forward a little earlier against Tank because of the past experience. Like we saying, like starting slow things that he don't want to get caught like that no more. So I really do believe Loma will try to start early against Tank, and they'll go leave his ass open to get caught with them big shots. Now he ain't. I don't think he gets stopped early. I think like around the
No,
9th and the 10th round. And because I really feel like if Loma get the Tank fight, that might be his last fight. It's just me.
yeah,
And I think
and
that's
you
just
know what? He deserves it. He deserves it.
Yeah, like he like fuck it. This the fight I've been waiting on. Now that I got it, it's gonna be the biggest fight on the biggest stage, good money, things of that nature. Especially if Tank stop him. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Tank stop him. I don't want to
It'll
say
be a
long.
great fight though. It'll be a
Yeah,
great fight though.
man.
Loma gonna touch him up. Loma will touch Tank
Yeah,
up. Believe me. Let me tell you about Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a very accurate puncher. If you watch how he trains, all he
uh huh.
trains with is accuracy. Right? Because Devin Haney got good defense, in my opinion, and
Hmm.
he was touching Devin Haney up. When he fought Tio, he was touching him up. Like he's able to land accurately. And a lot of people say that because Loma touched up Devin Haney, that Regis Prograis is gonna do the same thing. Regis is not as accurate as Lomachenko.
Hmm.
He's not as fast as Loma. He got more power, but I don't think Regis is gonna touch Devin Haney up the way that Lomachenko did. I don't think so.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you. Once again, I agree as well. Then we know Tank get touched too. But the thing about Lom that I like, and this is what you said, bro, it's his angles, right? If you can't take away Loma angles, you gonna be in trouble, which I think Tank can do. But Loma is a like he accurate and he's a good counter puncher as well. Loma can counter your ass. Now
Yeah,
his speed might slow down a little because he getting up there in age and shit like that. And the legs ain't the same for us the movement and shit. But like you say, he's still in that bitch where he still can touch you, he still can counter punch, and Loma got heart, bro. A lot of
yeah,
people want
he's a dog. He's a dog.
Loma got heart, bro. Like he ain't his ass get touched up, but he gonna bang it out with your ass. So if he down, he really a go for it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, he'll get dirty. He don't care. He'll get
yeah,
dirty. He'll
yeah,
headbutt you and all that.
yeah. Sometimes there's a little arrogancy get to his ass too, though. But I feel like it's a hell of a fight, man. Him and Tank, because he still got something in the gas. Like I say, a lot of people feel like he beat Devin. You know what I'm saying? He cried in the back, so people try to, oh, look at this is that. Well, to me, that's just a passionate man at what he does. You feel me? And he felt like he won that motherfucker. He really did. He felt like he won.
Yeah, we
Like,
seen Floyd and Shakur cry, right? We seen
yeah,
them cry before.
yeah. So they just
No,
let me know.
Charlo cried.
Yeah, they just let me know you still got passion for what you're doing. You
Hmm.
just not in that motherfucker for a paycheck. You feel me? So if he get the Tank fight, like those fights be the fights that make Lomachenko ass coming out, at his best. You feel me? So
Yeah,
man, if we can get Tank and Loma, bro, I think hey Key, would you respect that fight? I think people respect that fight. And I think he said that earlier, right? He said the fights you want to see Loma fight at 24 because it is time, right? Shakur, Devin, T.O., Loma, think it was one more name though. But those main four, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get one of those big dudes in the ring in 2024. You feel me? And it's
I
about
think
that
we're gonna
time.
get Tank and Shakur. I got a feeling we're gonna get that one for some reason. I never felt we would get that, but I got a feeling we'll get that because, like I said, when I spoke to Coach Kenny, I cleared up. We cleared up the rumors about Tank and Teal. I brought it up to Coach. He
Uh-huh.
said he said Teal will have to go to 135. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. Teal's not doing that. So
Mm-mm.
Coach said. So I said, do you ever plan on going to 140? He said, yeah, but we got unfinished business at 135. We don't want to leave that division and people saying that we ran from Shakur. So that gives me the perspective that they want to have the Shakur fight somewhere down the road. And for me, the perfect time like would be after Shakur, assuming he handles his business next week. I would
Mm-hmm.
like Shakur to fight Lomachenko next. Let Tank take on another southpaw after Tank fight Pitbull. Let Tank take on Frank Martin. And
And
then
then
late at the end of the year, Shakur and Tank. At the end of the year, 24.
either the end of the year or the beginning of 25. Because I feel like it
Yeah.
depends on how many times you want to fight a year, right? Even though we know Tank will come back in the earlier 2024, right? I think it's gonna be him and Pitbull. I'm just gonna be real. I know a lot of people don't like it,
Mhm.
but I'm here to
So do
just
I.
tell the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might be him and Pitbull early 2024, and then after that he might fight at the end of the year, and then after that, hopefully he fight 3 times a year, right? You can catch early 24, go June or July, and then come back at the end of the year, which they need to start doing. You feel me? Like fighting that 2 times a year shit when you young. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like what I mean? They be working. They always want to work smarter, not harder. But I feel like Tank can get 3 of them, man. You feel me? The rise in the building. Back at y'all with
That's
another one. What's going down?
Smoothie King. That's my
Oh,
boy Tyrone.
yes, sir.
The
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King right
Yes,
back at you with the chicken McNuggets, man. What's
sir.
good,
Chicken
Tyrone?
back nugget. You feel me? What's going down, Rise,
Yeah.
man? And my Baltimore brothers, man. Got nothing but love for my Baltimore brothers.
Yeah. It was
But
on their podcast when I spoke to Kenny because they let me in and I was talking to Kenny on Tyrone's podcast.
oh, they most definitely will let you in, man. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
they're
Like
good
you say,
people.
some of the realest brothers in the game. And
Yeah,
congratulations on hitting 20K subscribers. You feel me? I've been out of commission,
salute,
Raz,
bro.
man. I've been dealing with real life, been dealing with death in the family and shit like that. So, you know,
My condolences, bro.
I appreciate that, my brother. You know, we're just trying to get ourselves back together. But, you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, fingers crossed, no more bullshit. And now, you know, I'm back onto a smooth sailing without nothing else happening to the family. So, you know, we just back now. But we go speak this truth and they can feel how they want to feel about it, bro. You know. But like I said, we can get Tank 3 times a year, bro. Next year in 24, we can get Tank 3 times in 24. Tank will be the
He done it before though.
huh? Yeah, but
He done it before.
I'm talking about right now though, being that
Yeah,
guy. You feel me? Like being that guy. Like Tank
I
shit was
believe in January. If he comes back in January, I think he could do it. Cause you figure, let's say Pitbull in January, right? Assuming he's
uh-huh.
not a rough fight. Figure January, February, June, July. June or July, he could come back and fight a southpaw to get ready for Shakur. Then December, Tank and Shakur. That's what I think. That's what I would like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Like, but like I said, I think Pitbull gonna be next. Like I said, I know a lot of people be saying this, that, and the third. And I want to say this, man. A lot of people be trying to kick Pitbull up the ass, right? I like Pitbull Cruz. I'm a fan of him. So if I like you for a reason. One thing about Pitbull, he go fight. He go fight. Now, of course, you know every fight is not gonna be outstanding. Like he's not no fucking Pitbull is not no
No special effects, bro.
no,
I know what you
yeah,
mean.
like he ain't no rising star. Like he ain't the type of cat that we can say, oh man, you know, you can put none of that, right? But he's a hungry animal, bro. And when you put him in a ring with like somebody like Tank, and of course I got Tank winning and Tank knocking him out in the second fight, you know, that's Tank my dog. But Pitbull, like he'll get up for that fight, bro. And I want to see it was it the hand, you know what I'm saying? Was it the hand? Because Tank only had one hand, or is it people like Pitbull, just that little tenacity motherfucker, little Tasmanian devil that can be that one fighter that can just give you problems. You know what I mean? It be fighters like that be great fighters, but it be that one certain fighter, you know what I'm saying, that ain't the best, right? But he give your ass fits and problems, you know what I mean? And
He
that
got
might
underrated defense, bro. Believe it or
yeah,
not, Pitbull has underrated defense. A lot of
yeah.
styles, like a lot of Mexican style fighters that just come forward. A lot of
Uh-huh.
times they lack in defense. But Pitbull, even though he's not the slickest guy in there, but fundamentally he keeps his hands up, he keeps his chin tucked, and you see how when Tank was shooting the uppercuts, he would come in and he would turn and catch the uppercut with his guard. Like he got a good defense, man. He got
Yeah,
pretty decent defense for a come forward guy that commits to his power. He's not like a he's not like a Brandon Rios or an Antonio Margarito come forward, take
mm-hmm.
everything. He got underrated defense. He's like a little miniature, a poor man's Mike Tyson, if you would say. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. I like him though, bro. I like him. And it's like you know, some people want to see Tank fight certain styles and shit, but we'll just see though, bro. But whomever he pick, you know, it's gonna be exciting. You know what I'm saying? Whomever he pick, so we just got to sit back and wait. That's what I want. I want to sit back and wait because you know Tank getting a lot of slack, and people feel like he cherry picking, or people feel like the suits picking this fight for him, and he ain't in control and shit. Like we was on Key Show earlier today, bro, and I'm telling dude that Tank control his own career now. And he's sitting up here trying to tell us that he don't. You know what I'm saying? He try, oh man, he don't control his career. He trying to tell us that the networks fucking control what goes on with fighters picking their fighters. Like, and not just trying to tell us overly aggressive. Like overly, oh y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know shit about the sport. Like, bro, relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we here to, you know, speak with one another, but we still learning, you know what I mean? And even though you wrong as fuck, we not overly aggressive with you, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, it's like, you know, Tank go pick who he pick. Like Tank is at that position now to where, you know, everybody fucking line up to fight him. Everybody want to fight him because they know you'll get a good fucking payday. The world gonna be on fire, you understand? And you go get some recognition. So we just have to wait and see, bro, who he pick, and you know, we'll see things like that. But what we here for though, Devin Haney and his false fucking call outs. You know what I'm saying? The false call outs that he do. And you know, his fans and faggot nights and these worried motherfuckers that just hooked on him and feel like they gotta jump in the way every time you say Devin Haney name. Cause nowadays you can't say Devin Haney name without motherfuckers crawling from up under
Yeah,
you, coming out your closet, trying to break
yeah.
through.
People, yeah. Devin Haney got a lot of Devin Haney has a lot of haters too, but he also has a lot of backers support. Like in this, since I've been doing the YouTube thing, I noticed that everybody has their favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody got fighters that they don't like. I try not to be in the I don't like certain fighters. I give them all their respect. I don't like calling fighters bums, but I do have my favorites as well. I'm gonna be real with
As
you.
you let me say this, low as you
Mhm.
should, bro. I got my favorite fighters, right? And people try to tell me that I won't call them out, or I won't keep it real. When I know I keep it real on their ass, but I don't be having shit to call them out on. Or it's like when something is done, I break down why it's happening, right? Like I understand the situation, like boxing now, right? I tell people right now, and I don't be want to take the steam away from nobody and shit like that. But I'm not in a hyper boxing no more to where I see the business side of it, right? So when something happened, and if it's one of my favorite fighters, and I see the business side of it, and I'm telling them why, and I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna tell you why it's happening because of the business side. Like they making X amount of dollars, right? It makes sense business wise. Right now, when boxing is a business, it's not the golden era. Like people keep, oh, when Mike Tyson
Sugar
and
Ray Leonard, yeah,
and we not in those
and the
eras no
Four
more.
Kings, yeah. Then them guys fought so often, bro.
Yeah, like we not in that era. Don't get me wrong. Don't mean we can't push for the good fights. Act like we can't get the good fights. But the business now is bigger than what it was back then. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming Floyd. I'm just blaming like that's just what it is now, fam. Everything is switched up from basketball, football, every goddamn thing then switched up for us boxing. I mean, sorry, for us the sports. But that don't mean that they above criticism, right? But if there's something to criticize them about, if it's really something to criticize them about, and if it's my favorite fighter, I get on their ass about it and I tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? But majority of the time, right? It don't like I'm just being honest. It don't be shit for me to criticize my favorite fighters about because they doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They doing the right thing. But now with Tank being in control of his career, Tank has more say so now. He came out, let it be known. Now I'm running the show, and you can see he had Hector Garcia and he had Ryan Garcia. Two big fights sold out in DC, sold that bitch out, and then came back with Ryan Garcia, sold 1.4 million pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying? And that most definitely was a plus. And nobody should have a problem with what happened in that fight, right? And now we got to see what's next for Tank. He went to jail. You got motherfuckers talking about he should have made a fight happen with Devin from jail, which is the dumbest shit ever to even say, right? That's some of the, and I'm gonna repeat this and I'm gonna say it a little louder. To say Gervonta Tank Davis should have made a fight while he was in jail is some of the dumbest shit to ever say out of anybody's mouth, let alone if you're a content creator. And for motherfuckers to sit up there and agree with it, just show me how much sheeps that we got going on in the boxing community. You feel me? If you go to jail, low, I can't be on. Hey, low, what's going on, bro? Man, look here, bro. I got this dude trying to fight you, man. Montray-Brown, I'm not worrying about no motherfucking fight. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Yeah, you trying to do your bid. You trying to do
Yeah,
what you gotta do to get up out of there, and that's
exactly.
that. And you
I
speaking
ain't
of
worried
back in
about that.
there's pros and cons right now to how boxing is moved right now. Like back in the day, fighters were more active. Right? The con about that is when the fighter's more active, that's
Uh-huh.
more training camp, that's more wear and tear. That's why back in the day, Monty, fighters
Uh-huh.
will be washed up in their 30s. Today, fighters are fighting into their 30s now. It's not that they're better or anything like that. It's that they're more preserved. They're fighting twice a year.
Thanks.
Now, here's the thing, though. See, a fighter's fighting twice a year. A fighter should be fighting better quality competition, being that you're fighting twice a year. Because back in the day, right, a world champion will fight 5 to 6 times a year, but
Yes, sir.
they would have little tune-ups in between, and then they'll have a solid opponent, and then some tune-ups. That's why you look at some of these guys' resume, and you'll see example Sugar Ray Leonard fighting, let's say, fighting Roberto Duran, and then
Mm-hmm.
in between Roberto Duran, he'll have like 2 or 3 guys with real bad records, and then
Facts.
today's fans will criticize. You don't understand; those are tune-up fights. You know,
Yeah.
it did cost them because Sugar Ray was burnt out early, but it's a difference, you know. But they fought when they
Let me
did fight each other. They fought each other.
let me ask you something, Lo. This is just a question. Who had the better career, Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard? I just want to just you ain't got to go into no details and nothing like that. Just right off the head, who had the better career?
a greater career based on chances they took in challenges,
I'm saying
I would say,
overall, everything,
all
not
right,
just overall. I'm talking about
we're not talking about money.
money wise,
Money wise, money wise, Floyd.
everything. I'm saying money wise, career. You got to say Floyd right off the bat. That's a no brainer, right?
All right. This time I answer my question to you.
Yeah.
If my son, if I had a son that was a boxer, and if I could choose how his career starts and ends,
Uh
I
huh.
would rather it be like Floyd Mayweather, come out without taking much punishment, made a lot of money. Now, as far as a gladiator standpoint,
Right.
I rate Sugar Ray Leonard high, higher than Floyd Mayweather on the all-time list. Like my top five all-time list, based on who I know, is Ray Robinson,
Ray Robinson. Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, and Roberto Duran. Sugar
Mm-hmm.
Ray Leonard took fights where people thought he was gonna lose, and Floyd got more champions under his belt, more Hall of Famers, but the quality of the ones that Ray Leonard beat, and at the time he beat them, are
Yeah.
better than when Floyd beat them. He beat Marvin Hagler, who people thought he was gonna get killed.
Thought he was
He
gonna
beat
die.
Roberto Duran, who at the time was number one pound for pound. He beat Wilfredo Benitez, who was a young phenom. He beat Tommy Hearns, who, if Tommy Hearns was fighting today in this generation where people avoid people, he would be ducked like the Black Plague, bro.
And another thing is, if it was today in a 12 round, uh, in the 12 round fight, he would have beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He would have beat
Yeah,
him.
he was ahead on the scorecards,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, he was ahead. But Sugar Ray is a bad motherfucker, man. I love Sugar Ray to death,
Me
bro.
too.
Like that's a bad boy. But I just asked that for a personal reason. It's just like common sense. You feel me? When you're talking about overall and you're looking at money wise, and it's just that shit is just common sense, bro. But
Yeah,
you
you
go
don't
back,
want your son to come out of boxing with a detached retina, right?
yeah,
Floyd Mayweather ain't go through that. You know what I'm
none of
saying?
that.
But I believe Sugar Ray Leonard had a greater legacy as far as what he did in the ring. But you understood. I broke it down to you. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
perfectly. Hey, you broke it down. You don't gotta say no more, bro. But back to this Gervonta Davis and this Devin Haney situation right now. If they really wanted to fight Tank, if they really wanted to fight Tank, bro, right? They had the opportunity after the Lomachenko fight. That was the best chance that they could have had, right? When Tank was coming home and shit like that, they knew for a fact, bro, that it was over at 35. They knew for a fact that if they was gonna stay at 35, they knew Shakur was gonna be a problem first of all, right? Because we both right here, right? Even though they was away from motherfucking Bob Erm, and Keon broke that down perfectly because he said it was going back to Eddie Hearn, and they went back to Eddie Hearn because they was already in conversations with Eddie Hearn about coming back after that situation happened and shit, which they gonna deny, right? They gonna say no, that's not true. It's this, that, and third. We know how they gonna come out and say, oh, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They this, that, and third. So when you free like that, bro, that's the best time to call somebody out. They never mentioned Tank name not one time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Now,
what they were hating on Paulie Malignaggi because Paulie Malignaggi was the first one
yeah,
that exposed that they're already gonna sign with Eddie Hearn, and other people that protect Devin Haney were like, oh, how Paulie know that? Paulie's just a Devin Haney hater, but at the end of the day, and then once again with the fake call outs, when Devin Haney was on top rank with his last fight, he
uh-huh.
said that Bob Arum told him that we'll give you a Teofimo fight. And like I said, they were looking for that because Tio didn't look good against Sandor. But after
Uh-huh.
the Josh Taylor fight, that whole tune changed. They're like, wait a minute, Gordo is back. You know?
Yes, sir. And the way that boy looked versus Josh Taylor, I don't know what it is about T.O. stepped up to the plate with these big motherfuckers like he fight down to his competition. But I will say this too. He always has some fucking issues going on, bro. To where if he can get away from that and has always got to sometimes dealing with his wife. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
this is
woman can mess you up.
yeah, bro. There's always the mama and the sister didn't want to come to the marriage. They didn't like the wife. This time I think he was going through a situation where I think a divorce was happening and custody of his kids. Was that really a fuck with you? But like shit like that is always something mental, and that's the worst thing to be fucking around with, mental shit. You know what I'm saying?
He look happy right now though. Right? He's weird because right now, like I seen him, like you see him in New York, like the last fight, there was a fight recently, like some
Uh-huh.
young what's his name? The Jamel Herring fought. Teal was around for that, and you see him all over the internet, even though he's still talking salty about the money that he feel like he should have been paid. But he
Uh-huh.
looks like he's in a good space. He's joking around. He's not talking. And, sometimes he talks in riddles. Like,
Yeah,
I criticize my favorite fighters too. I
yeah.
always say, because my favorite fighters active today is Teofimo, Shakur, and Jerron Ennis, and Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? Those are like my four favorite fighters right now today.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes Tio could come off like the boxing version of Kanye West. He'll say some out of pocket stuff.
Right,
And I'm like,
right.
damn, sometimes he shouldn't just talk if we don't got nothing wise to say. But right now, he sound like he look like he all right. He's having a good time. And a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Oh yeah. I mean, his skill set is fucking serious, bro. Like T.O. skill
He
set
fights like
is
a brother. He fights like a brother, bro.
yeah, bro. Like when he on this shit, he dangerous for anybody, fam. Like
Yeah.
I think him and Tank is that's the next big fight. If you ask
That's
me,
the
like
best fight out of all of them, in my opinion. Out
yeah,
of all the four
yeah,
young guys, and
yeah.
believe it or not, people think I'm crazy when I say this.
Height
A
wise,
lot. I think that Tio, that's a 50-50 fight, but I think he has the better chance out of all of them to beat Tank, even though Shakur has the skills to really outbox Tank too. But the
uh
thing with Tank is not some one-dimensional guy that just got power that you just gonna outbox him. Because Tank is fast. He got fast hands. He can box. He could do the slick stuff, and he's also athletic. Now, Tank also shown me that he has the most solid chin out of all of them because he's been in there with some punches and he's been hit. And
uh
Tio is the only one that I feel has the skills to box with him. They could both outbox each other, but I also believe Tio got the power to hurt him, or if not, get his respect, or possibly knock him out because they both got that fast twitch. So that'll make it an intriguing fight where both guys are gonna box, both guys are gonna be cautious. That'll be a great fight whenever that happens, if
yes,
ever
sir.
that happens.
Yes, sir. That's the fight that I look at and I say, for us, like I ain't gonna say trash talking, but building that fight up in the media and things of that nature, like T.O. with his style, I'm with you on that. Like, I like his style, bro. The speed and the pop that he got, the angle that he take, the chances that he take too. Because T.O. has to take chances. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit. It means something to me. You feel me? And like I said, what he did to Josh Taylor, bro, and how he whipped Josh Taylor ass like that, fam, because
He
he
outclassed him.
outclassed him easy, easy, easy. And Josh Taylor ain't
Yeah,
no pushover. I don't give a fuck what nobody
no,
say. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no
a lot.
pushover.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that Josh Taylor was washed. Let me tell you something. Josh Taylor had that performance with Catterall, right? But
Yeah,
going into the Teal fight, looking at footage of him training, he looked like he was sharp. He looked like he was in shape. So
man.
once again, when I judge a fighter like that, I look at the best of him. I know Josh Taylor for what he did to Regis and what he did to Jose Ramirez. So
Mm-hmm.
and as for Tank, for me, his best win, for me, my favorite and what I think is his best win, even though the guy doesn't have the accolades as the other guys, I think the Mario Barrios fight, that win has aged very well. I like that. That's a better win for me for Tank than Leo. Because even though Leo had all the accomplishments, I really didn't give Leo a chance going into that fight. He had no advantages. But Mario Barrios, I gave him a shot going into that fight.
I
And he
think
turned out to be a pretty good fighter.
Tank best win for me is still Pedraza, bro. I still like that Pedraza win. I feel like that's the outcome, and he showed people who he was. And Pedraza is still one of my favorite fighters right now. Like me and Pedraza got a little relationship. That's my dog. So for him to go out there and beat Pedraza like that, and some people be like, well, he was weight drained, things of that nature. Nah, man, because Pedraza is a hell of a fighter, and it showed. I
And
do like,
nobody handled him like that since. He lost
yeah,
him, but nobody got him out of there
yeah.
yet.
Look how he still go out there, how he handled himself. I like the Barrios fight. I still like the Leo Santa Cruz fight. I just hate how people not try to give him credit for Leo. You feel me? You gotta understand, bro. Leo at the time still is Leo a 4 division world champion, right?
He is.
Leo's a 4 division world champion, bro. And the only thing I hate is when they try to discredit because the same people say that, you know, um, Gary Russell Jr., right, to get Tank all the problems in the world. He'll do this to Tank, he'll do that to Tank. But they'll discredit Leo and say, oh, well, Leo was too small and he was this, that, and the third. But at the same time, Gary Russell coming from the same weight class. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really say what Gary Russell will do until you get into the ring with Tank. Tank just might make Gary look easier than Leo. Like you just don't know, bro. Because Leo
I was
bringing,
guilty of that, bro. I'm gonna
yeah,
be real with you. I was guilty of like crapping on the Leo fight. You know what I'm saying? I admit it, I was guilty about that. But Leo was a champion in the weight class. That's the credit I'm giving him. But I do stand on the fact that going into that fight, physically, Leo for me didn't have no chance as far as no advantages. He wasn't stronger. He wasn't faster. He didn't have no power for him. The only chance I was giving Leo going into that fight was if Tank would were to struggle making weight. So I didn't give him credit at the time. Like I looked at it like a cherry pick, but after further evaluating, it's a good win. But physically, I don't think Leo physically. I thought Gamboa posed a better chance physically because at least Gamboa had some speed at the time, even though he was older. And Gamboa does got some pop.
yeah. Like I don't like. I'm not mad at people for saying that, but when I look at Leo, bro, I can't discredit the Leo win because Leo has experience, right? Yeah, we can look at Leo and say, well, he don't possess the power. We don't, but it's a few fighters that don't possess that same attributes that Leo got. You feel me? This is that they saying, oh, that'll come up. They'll do this. They'll do that. It's a few fighters, and then it's other fighters that fought people that's didn't even have the accolades of Leo Santa Cruz, and people try to get them credit and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So it's like when I look at it, bro, I can't discredit that win from Tank. I feel like it was a hell of a win. He beat a Hall of Fame fighter in Leo Santa Cruz. And when we look at these other dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to give motherfuckers credit. Let's just say Devin Haney. I heard the Moran fight, right? They was praising the Moran fight for Devin Haney. He did this, he did that. That man ain't had nowhere near the skills of a fucking Leo Santa Cruz or the accolades. You know what I'm saying? So it just be little shit like that though. But no, it's just me, right? And this one of them right here. This dude is one of them. This dude right here is one of them. Me and him just go back and forth over the shit. Everything boxing with Leo and Tank. You feel me? And people take away that Leo was still having success in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Leo was having success in that Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Even though we knew it was a matter of time before Tank started pushing the pace and you know what I'm saying, go get him up out of there. But at the end of the day, I gotta give him credit for Leo Santa Cruz, bro. Like that's a hell of a win
The
against
only thing about Leo Santa Cruz that I still got a bad taste in my mouth about Leo Santa Cruz though is
uh-huh.
that Rigo, who was one of my favorite fighters at 1.2, he's old now. Rigo chased him out. Rigo chased him and a couple of other guys out of their weight class. You remember Rigo, right?
I love let me tell you, bro. I love Rigo was blackballed so much, bro, to where when he whooped Nonito
He
the
beat
Nerve, right?
Nonito when he was a top five pound for pound. He beat him better than this guy did.
Anybody, but yeah, they kicked him out to Japan, right? Bob dogged him out, and Rigo was talking the shit. They sent him to Japan. He whooped their ass in Japan. They sent him to the UK. He whooped the ass to the UK. You know what I'm saying? Then he came back this way. So Rigo is one of the fighters that I really say was blackball, bro. And
He was.
when he finally got his chance, he had to do what they had to say, and he fought Loma, and
He had to sacrifice himself.
he had to sacrifice himself, bro. But he had to do that shit because he needed a big fight to get some money,
Yeah.
and nobody trying to fight him. And his age is because you say you one age, we know you're older, so he had to do.
A lot of Cubans in sports period, even in baseball, they'll say they probably 35 and they probably 40. You know.
Hell yeah, bro. And then when it comes to Rigo, right? When he took that loss to Loma, this is why I respect Loma so much too, because Loma he didn't like, oh yeah, I'll be he knew he was gonna do it because he was telling like we was on Rigo team, right? So we was all running around, they telling us, hey, go out there, troll these motherfuckers, tell them we want the fight, we want this. So I was one of them ones that was out there trying to help
He
push.
told the shit out of him.
Yeah, like fuck it. We win, but one thing Rico say is don't make no excuses. He never made no excuse. He never made not one excuse, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he took the L like a man.
Yeah.
What's up with him?
Rigo a Hall of Fame in my opinion.
And I'm happy to see Rigo come back because after that shit blew up in his face and almost blind him, I thought his career was over with. So to see him come back in the ring and fight, bro, I was very happy for him, bro, because that shit could have been a tragedy. He could literally be blind in one night. You seen the situation with Rigo, right?
Yeah, yeah, with the air
Product.
fryer or
Yeah,
the pop something. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy that he's back and shit. And like Rigo go forever be one. Yeah, he a Hall of Famer to me too, hands down.
Who do you think had a better career out of the Cubans, Rigo or Gamboa?
I gotta say Gamboa, right?
Why?
And I'm gonna say because Gamboa got the opportunities, right? I'm gonna say he got the opportunities because when you look at him, his style wasn't a typical Cuban style. Gamboa came out, and it's crazy because the first time I seen Gamboa, I was sitting in the rehab, right, doing my therapy shit, and I seen him on ESPN. They was talking about how he came over and shit with the few other Cubans, him and Rigo is my little brother favorite fighter. But I only say that because Gamboa got the opportunities, right? He got with 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. You know, if Rigo would have got the opportunities to get the big names early like Gamboa did, I think Rigo would have a better career. But I just say Gamboa, even though he lost, right, some things and shit like that, but I just feel like he had the opportunities to fight the certain fighters that he had, and I just think his name was a little bigger. Now, I don't know though,
I
because
gotta disagree with you on that, bro.
Rigo got Nonito Donaire. Like that's the biggest win
Yeah,
of his career, right?
that's bigger than all the wins. Like I
That's
feel what
big,
you're saying.
yeah. So
Gamboa's more popular, bro. I agree with that.
that's what I
He's
want to
more
say.
popular.
He got the opportunity. So, Rigo, damn. It's a well, I won't be mad if you say Rigo. I won't be mad, right? But I
I
only say
think Rigo's going to the Hall. I don't think Gamboa's going to the Hall of Fame, bro.
yeah. I don't know if they're gonna put Rigo there neither though. I don't know. But Rigo two-time gold medalist, right? He got the he got the win over Nonito. His style, bro, and his style early on, he was knocking shit out. Cause my dog Tion Kelly, respecting my dog Tion Kelly for free. That's my dog. We talking shit. I'm gonna end up getting Tion on the show. But ooh wee, what he did to Tion was ooh wee, like Rigo beat the shit out of Tion Kennedy on the Manny Pacquiao undercard. You remember that
I
fight?
think yeah, that was the Manny Pacquiao Margarito on the card.
Yeah. Oh my God, I ain't never see Tion get beat like that, bro.
Yo, the thing with here's my thing with Gamboa, right? When Gamboa came up, he had more popularity. He was more of a phenom. He was a
Yeah,
more exciting style. He was knocking dudes out. And
yeah.
then I remember his biggest win was against Orlando Salido.
Orlando
And
Salido.
then Bob Arum was gonna move him to 135 to fight Brandon Reels at the time. But
Mm-hmm.
then he left in during the middle of that negotiation, whatever, doing the build up of the fight. And then he signed with 50 Cent. That
And
was a
remember
delay.
and another they try to make the Mikey Garcia fight happen with him too.
Yeah, but doing the 50 Cent thing, he took a little layoff, and that I believe hurt his career when he came back at 135
Oh,
after
it
Bud
did.
beat him. He
It
wasn't the
did.
same fighter. So for me, Rigo had a better career. He's not as popular, but as far as once again legacy in the ring, Rigo had the bigger win. He beat a top five pound
That's
for pound, and when he lost to a top three pound for pound that was naturally bigger than him. Rigo was never, besides that fight, you never seen Rigo beaten up in the manner that Gamboa was.
and
Gamboa
I
could have
think
had a better career.
Gamboa popped dirty too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he popped dirty
Yeah, he
before.
did. He did. He did.
Yeah.
So I would
I'm gonna
say
say,
Rigo had a better career.
and I'm gonna agree with you too. And I'm gonna say this too about Gamboa. 50, bro. 50 fucked up Gamboa. I ain't gonna just say fucked up, but he kind of derailed a little, right? Billy Dibbs, Gamboa, and Andre Darrell, bro. Right? And the thing about 50, he wasn't really a promoter. He was a fan.
No,
He was a fan more than a promoter because the promoter go move his fighters accordingly to make money, especially if they're a
it's
champion.
not easy, bro.
Yeah,
Anybody can't get into boxing like that. Jay Z tried
exactly.
it. As great
Yeah.
as a businessman as Jay Z is,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't transition into boxing, bro. Not anybody could
Facts.
just because you got money. You know what I mean?
Facts.
50 was hanging around Floyd. He figured I could do this. When he was
Yep.
trying to do the TMT thing with Floyd, Floyd
Yep.
brushed him off. Floyd knew whatever ideas you got, that's not it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
I
So
think Floyd
50 got
agreed
salty
at
over
first.
that.
I think Floyd was with it at first, right? But just I ain't gonna say like 120. They probably were like they was going in on it. But then when Floyd went to jail, a lot of shit changed because of what he heard, what happened with Miss Jackson and 50 and shit like that. And then one thing I'm gonna believe 50 about is Floyd gave him the go and he went and made it happen, right? And then when Floyd got out, and we see how Floyd personality is, everything switched. And that's why I say they got caught. See, Gamboa, Darrell, and Billy Dibbs, they really more thought they was gonna be with Floyd than 50.
They had the Panamanian guy too.
Yeah,
So I forgot his name, the tall, skinny Panamanian dude, Sarabello or something like that. They had him too.
Oh yeah. But those three was the champions. Oh,
Yeah.
that was out there. And 50 fed all their ass to animals. He fed Billy
Hmm.
Dib to Gradovich, right? He fed Gamboa to Bud and Andre Darrell to Chunky DeGale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all them motherfuckers went left. You feel me? But that's here and there, y'all. We'll get back to the subject, but that's how I know your boxing, bro. You feel me? A
Yeah.
lot of people don't be knowing they boxing and shit. But back to the situation at hand. You feel me? When it come to Devin Haney, I don't hate on Devin Haney. I respect Devin Haney, low. I'm one of the niggas that been rocking with Devin Haney since Devin Haney TV when he was doing this amateur shit, all the way when it crossed over to Mexico. You feel me? His first fight going over to Mexico. I followed Devin Haney from the beginning all the way up to now, and I don't hate, and I give him credit for the good shit he done, but I'm still go, you know, criticize his ass for the bullshit, and I'm gonna criticize his pops as well, right? It's just that I'm not gonna be one of these follow the leader, tag along ass dudes that because Josh said or he said it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't true, bro. And I'm just gonna call the facts with him. You know what I'm saying? So I know people come out, oh well, you don't do that for Tank, you don't do that for Earl, you don't do that. I actually do. You know what I'm saying? I actually
Believe it
do.
or not, I
Yeah.
actually met Bill before one time in person. I met Bill at the day of the T.O. Sandor Martin fight. And
Uh,
Bill's not a bad guy. Bill's actually cool, man. Not for that. But I understand what Bill's doing. That's his son. At the end of the day, he's gonna go hard for his son. But Bill
yeah.
is a slick talking hustler. That's who Bill is. And he'll tap dance around your question. But there's no hatred towards Bill. Bill's a great guy. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing like
But
that. I respect
it
it,
is
but
what it is. Yeah,
yeah, but I'm gonna call the facts, bro. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I
For Devin
respect.
Haney, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now I say I respect it. Just comes to the fact though, it's just like the capping when people try to put cap on the cap, it just like stop the bullshit, bro. Like all they had to say, like I said, was listen, we going to 140, we can't make 135 no more. Instead of saying shit like, oh, we go
We're gonna stay at 135. Yeah, for the rest of the year.
and we go offer him 25%, and that's just that. And we go and Bill said out his own mouth, that's all we go offer him. And if he don't take it, that's on him, things of that nature to it, where it's like, bro, you just can't say we're gonna offer him 25% and leave it there and act like y'all really want to fight the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't stick around for the because no fighter accept the first offer. Like nobody accept the first offer and shit unless it's just a great fucking offer. So you
that's
know
like if you got a court case. That's like if you got a court case and the judge offers you 10 years. You going to take it? No.
exactly, bro. Hell no.
You
So
know what I mean? Yeah,
right,
man.
if you offer me 25, it's like, okay, give me a chance to counter. Like I don't get a chance to counter, or
If you're
then
gonna buy a car, you're not
yeah,
gonna take the first. You know what I mean? You gotta talk them
yeah.
down.
So that just show. It's like you said earlier, bro. When a motherfucker call your phone and you just ring, so your name can pop up and you hurry up and hang that motherfucker up. I fucking I don't want to talk. No, that's exactly what it is, bro. And we
Hmm.
all know that shit. But then when you got people coming out talking about, oh man, he should have took the offer. He don't deserve shit. He don't dictate shit. He ain't shit. What has he done? He ain't fought nobody. He like just try to discredit everything that the young man did. Like Shakur is a nobody. Like, come on now, bro. Don't play Shakur like he's a no. Everybody knows Shakur is a bad motherfucker, right? You got motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, they betting on fucking and I ain't got no problem with it because you got the right to bet on who you want to bet on. But they not betting on him because they really believe they can beat him. They betting on him because they hating on the young man and they want to see him lose. They calling him a bitch because, oh, he said this about Devin Haney. He said, like, bro, you don't even know Devin Haney like that. Stop acting like that's your fucking brother, cousin, my fucking nephew. Like y'all grew up with the man shooting in the gym with him and things of that nature. If,
Grown men, right, in their 40s calling him Lord. Like, come on, man, you ain't God, bro.
if the
You calling
man
him
got
Lord.
beef, right? If somebody got beef with you, low, I'm not fit to go in this motherfucker or take off. You can handle your own shit. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like man, stick to the facts of the boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? If that man deserved more than 25% and he going a route to get that, I'm okay with it. Now, if you go sit at the table and negotiate with him, let's see where it end up. But don't come allowing the man talking about that the sanctioning body was going to give him 50-50, so they trying to fuck Devin Haney over when that's a bitch-ass lie, and we know it's a fucking lie. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So,
Monty, you know what's crazy? Being that you mentioned 25%, I'm gonna do my research on this.
Yeah,
How long you been watching boxing?
man, for a long fucking time, bro.
All right. You remember when Pernell Whitaker was the undisputed lightweight champion?
Yeah,
All right, when Pernell Whitaker was the undisputed lightweight champion, he fought the great legendary Azuma Nelson, who
Azuma
at the
Nelson.
time, Azuma Nelson was the champion at 130. He moved up to challenge Pernell for his belts at 135. Azuma lost and went back to 130. I want to look up what was the difference in pay, how much percentage Azuma Nelson got. Because Azuma Nelson was moving up just like Shakur with
Mhm.
accolades. Azuma Nelson was a champion at featherweight, and he was a champion at junior lightweight when he moved up to fight Pernell Whitaker. I want to look up how much percentage Azuma Nelson got at that time.
Okay, hold on. Let me take my medicine. Key, what's going down,
Going
bro?
down, bro. Man, what's happening with
I'll
it?
look
What's
that
happening
up.
with it? Just
Go
in
ahead, Key. Go ahead,
traffic.
Key.
I wanna explain. You already know my position on that Leo Santa Cruz shit, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't mean to switch up y'all, topic or whatever. But because I made a statement. My thing about the Leo Santa Cruz, the reason that I'm like, okay, I don't want to give Tank credit like that. I mean, of course he beat Leo Santa Cruz, but it ain't no fight that I'm like, oh man, he beat Leo Santa Cruz. Oh man, that's a hell of a win, because when you look at Leo Santa Cruz, he don't do nothing better than Tank. Like, that was a mismatch. That's all I'm saying. Tank was stronger than him, faster, better footwork, hit way harder. Like, I mean, everything all around the board, it's a mismatch. To me, Leo was never that special. Like, this gonna sound crazy, but if you take somebody like Shakur Stevenson versus Joet Gonzalez, it's the same level of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk about, man, when Shakur Stevenson beat Joet Gonzalez. To me, Leo Santa Cruz has more accolades, but if you put Joet Gonzalez and Leo Santa Cruz in the ring with each other, that's like a 50-50 fight. They gonna get in there like Rock'em Sock'em Robots and go at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying about the Leo Santa Cruz. Was just it was a mismatch all around the board for Gervonta Davis. Was it a smart fight to make, because you can, you can get the Mexican audience, and you can do it on pay-per-view and all of that. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't no fight to be oohing and ahhing about. And when we bring up, whose Tank has fought, because he done fought way better people than Leo Santa Cruz. So that's just my stance on that.
Oh, no doubt,
I
no
know
doubt.
down, no doubt.
We'll get away
We'll
from
get
that.
right from that,
Make
like
it stand,
make it
man.
stand, man.
Don't nobody
Don't
care
nobody
about
care about
your
your
video, man. Hold on, let
But
me just
moving along, whatever else y'all was cooking on, man. It's crazy how these motherfuckers is doing everything they can to discredit everything that Shakur do, try to make him look like he just that they go as far as to try to make it seem like Shakur, all these people that he be calling out, he just cap. He don't even want to fight none of these dudes. He just all talk. Hey, shit is crazy, dog.
And now
And
I'm waiting
now
to
I'm
see.
waiting to see.
Thank you. I'm
Thank
coming
you. I'm
through.
coming through.
Echo.
Echo.
I want to
I want
see
to see
uh, how they try to
how they try to discredit
this
what you
next
say? This next opponent.
I'm waiting to see how
I'm
they
waiting
try.
to see how they try.
I'm coming through
I'm
your
coming
shit.
on your shit.
Echo.
Well, they already have started discrediting them. But it's funny because the main motherfuckers, right, that's discrediting them, right? The same cats. Like, and I'm gonna name names. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. BFTB was discrediting the fuck. He been discrediting the fuck out of De Los Santos, saying he's a nobody. He didn't gave him a pet name and all that shit. But BFTB was the same one that was talking about Shakur was ducking him not too long ago. He ain't got the same energy. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm naming him is because he's one of the main ones that people know. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That people, it's a lot of motherfuckers that they switched up all of a sudden. That was just saying that Shakur was ducking De Los Santos. Why Shakur don't got the same energy for De Los Santos? Now the fight is made. Now, who is De Los Santos? What is Shakur doing? He ain't fighting nobody.
Key, you ain't got me on no. Yeah, because I'm echoing like.
What happened?
When I talk about your shit.
You said what? I'm echoing.
No, I'm
No,
echoing.
I'm
When I
echoing.
talk
When I'm
to yours,
yours. Oh, you
I
need me to
heard
go
too.
on mute?
Oh yeah, we gonna
Yeah,
mute.
we gonna mute.
When I
Okay.
talk, go ahead. You keep talking. Oh wait,
Oh
okay.
wait, okay. But no, I'm just saying, man, it's a lot of weird, hypocritical shit going on, and people confusing what hate is. Right? That's hate. When we talk things about Devin Haney about bringing up like, okay, well, he lying about this situation. This shit ain't factual, right? That's not hate. That's talking about. That's just telling the truth, right? But when you just doing just blatant shit, right? Hating, hating is different. That's hating. You know what I'm saying? And you're not keeping the same energy, being hypocritical and all of that shit. And it's a lot of that shit going on, man. Um, and
Hey, Wayne,
yeah,
Wayne was the next fight. Or Wayne out this motherfucker talking about, oh, he don't deserve this, or he don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we just calling out the bullshit that they talking about when they talking about 135 and what they was gonna do. They not doing what they said they was gonna do. And if we point it out and he said the shit, right? It ain't that we putting words in nobody's mouth, like because they put words in motherfuckers' mouth, and I seen them put words in a man's mouth, made up a whole scenario for the reason why he's saying what he say, and the motherfucker agreed with him. I said, that's crazy as hell, bro. He done made up a whole scenario for a motherfucker, and they agreed with it. I say, man, boy, you can't get no more manipulative and just, boy, it's some type of motherfucking spell going on where nigga just falling for the bullshit. You feel me? But at the end of the day, fam, when we see certain shit that Devin Haney and his daddy is doing, right, and they do the opposite when they say they go do one thing, don't get pissed off at us. Don't get mad at us. You feel me? Motherfucker called me a hater for what? How am I a hater? Because I call the facts out. You feel me? And then if I'm speaking my opinion, why your opinion is more bigger than my opinion? But you not a hater. It's crazy out here, bro. These people is really crazy when it comes to Devin Haney, bro. Like I said, these motherfuckers crawling from up under your bed, coming through your windows, and then they go tell you, yeah, Devin is the biggest thing out here. You know what I'm saying? He's the biggest thing on the internet. He the best thing talking. Or y'all can't go a week without talking about Devin. Could you go a week without talking about Shakur around this motherfucker? Huh? Can you go a week without talking about Shakur? Nope. Hell no. But tell us we can't go a week without talking about Devin. We can talk about who the fuck we want to talk about when we want to talk about him. You understand? This side channel is what we do. You feel me? It's what we do. Just like you're doing what you do. But we don't come out this motherfucker. Oh, all you do is talk about so and so. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, shit, y'all talk about Shakur so much, he the hottest motherfucking thing smoking. He the hottest thing smoking, and that's who Devin need to be trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's who Devin need to be trying to fight. Omega said gay spell. Dudes in love with dudes. That's what I see. They assholes get wet, Omega. Niggas assholes really getting wet around this motherfucker. The biggest smile on their face, they can't stop moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, nigga. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, for real. So, at the end of the day, man, we're not gonna
so
stop
at the end of the day, man, we're not gonna stop talking how we feel.
Go ahead, Key. You want to say something?
Go ahead, Key. You want to say something? Yeah, man. I was gonna say, but on some real shit with this De Los Santos fight, right? It's a lot of cats going around that saying that De Los Santos is a real big threat for Shakur. I was watching some of the Rise podcasts today, and salute to them. I was saying, some of them were saying that that Shakur gonna hit the canvas, and there was a lot of people in there watching that was saying that if Shakur wins this fight, it's gonna be a very he gonna barely win, and he is gonna touch the canvas, right? He gonna be hurt in this fight. So I don't believe so. I think this is a fight, like I said earlier, that it is a dangerous fight, but I think that Shakur is gonna show, what level that he's really on. That he gonna rise to a different level and show everybody that he on a different level, right? An elite level. But my whole thing with this is that everybody that's saying this, if Shakur go out there and he dominate De Los Santos or, beat him convincingly, are people going to give him credit and keep the same energy for it, right? Are people going to own up to the shit that they were saying, or are they going to backtrack and say, oh, man, De Los Santos, he never had proved nothing. He wasn't this. Because you know how cats be, you know how motherfuckers do, dog.
Facts.
What you think? You think they going to give him full credit for it?
Hell no. You feel me? We're going to try to look and see if he having some success. And they're going to try to discredit him. Oh, man, look who did this. Who is him? Who did he beat? They're not going to look like, oh, man. Santos is a hell of a fighter. They're going to look at Shakur. They already heard talking about Shakur better dominate, and they told him he better knock him out. He better go out there and dominate, and he better knock him out. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Devin better go out here and reach his program. He better knock him out. You know what I mean? It's shit like that.
And let me say this real quick, man. But let me say this, and mark my word, right? I'm going to say this. Any success that De Los Santos has in that fight, they're going to go and run with that shit, nigga, and drive that shit through the wall. I guarantee you.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to try to discredit him. They're going to make it like De Los Santos is a nobody. They're going to try to go down his resume. Oh, he beat him. Okay, what have they done? Okay, well, they're a champion? Okay, like, man, we know how that shit go.
I'm saying any success that De Los Santos does have in the fight, like he land a shot or do it, they're going to take that shit and they're going to run with it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, my liquor. How should I call you Mike? I'm talking about my liquor. My bad. Go ahead, Mike.
No problem. Shakur, he's, in my opinion, he's proven already. He's good. And we'll see how far he'll go, but he's good. You can't knock that guy. I'm more curious about, and I don't want to change the subject, but Terrence Crawford and where he's going, because I don't know if he's avoiding Boots or if he wants to go and jump up a bunch of weight classes and fight Canelo. Either way, it's a good thing. You know, it could be very interesting either way.
Yeah, but I'm telling you like this, Mike. He ain't getting a Canelo fight, bro. Like, he's not on Canelo radar. Canelo not worrying about him. You feel me? Canelo has, you got to think about it. Canelo just beat Jamel Cholo, who just at 154, he was the undisputed champion. And he ain't getting no credit for it. You feel me? He's not getting no credit. People, he was supposed to. So
fighting a dude that's even smaller.
Yeah. Talking about jumping up 3 weight classes, first fights. Like, Canelo know he's not gonna get no credit for that. So even with Bud, he know he's not gonna get the Canelo fight, bro. Like, I don't know why he keeps screaming the Canelo this and Canelo that. Why they keep making it as if he go get a Canelo fight. That shit not happening, fam. You know, so his best bet is to get the Earl Spence rematch at 54. After that, you know, see what happened in that fight. If he win, if he do win the fight, try to go for the Cholo fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the Cholo fight, that's still a big ass fight. Cholo get back in the winning category. You right there fighting the stablemate of Earl Spence right there. Cholo still has titles at 154. You feel me? So if you can get the title off of Tam Tszyu, right? If you can go get the title off of Tam Tszyu, then go fight Cholo in the unification bout. Hell of a fight. And if you be victorious in that fight, you can retire, or you can go get a few other fights and make more money and get up out of there. But the Canelo fight ain't happening with Terrence Bud Crawford. I don't give a fuck how many people try to talk that shit into existence. Canelo ain't worrying about that shit.
It would be a huge thing, but that being said, the other fights that you mentioned, I mean Crawford is a fucking outstanding fighter. He's probably one of the best. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. And I honestly don't know anybody pound for pound that will probably beat him. Maybe I'm wrong, but he's just a hell of a fighter.
You would pick Crawford to beat Canelo?
You know what? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think that despite the weight disparity, it would be a tough fight for Crawford, but I'm not sure that he would lose. I think he might win.
I'm tell you, Crawford going up to 168, bro, fighting with 10-ounce gloves on, putting on all that weight for your first fight going up against Canelo Alvarez ain't a good look for him. So, yeah,
Canelo is also a very good fighter, and he's also. I wasn't a big Canelo fan, but Canelo's gotten better as he got older. I saw the improvements. Like if you look at the Triple G fights, he wasn't nearly as good in the first one, but by the third one, he was way better than Triple G. Triple G faded, and he got better.
They gonna say Triple G got too old in that third fight.
Yeah, Triple G got too old, and Canelo got way better, and he did way better.
We gonna move
even in the second fight, when Triple G challenged him, he was like, "Oh, let's go toe to toe. Let's do that." Yeah. Canelo did it, but Triple G was the one backing off.
No doubt. But we gonna move this thing back to Shakur and Devin Haney, motherfucking ass, man. So, anything else you want to touch on before I, put you in the back, my brother?
Well, Shakur. Not everybody. Some people are overlooking this guy. He's very good. He's next level. He's the future.
No doubt.
He's the future. Devin Haney, honestly, he's good, but I'm not sold on Devin Haney. I'm not sold on him.
Who would you want to see Shakur fight next?
Well, I'd love to see him fight Devin Haney.
Devin Haney? Okay.
Let's get it over with. Let's just do it. I want the best to fight the best. That's it.
And who you got winning? Shakur? No doubt.
I believe it.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you, champ. Thank you for jumping on.
All right, brother.
All right. Yeah, man. So, like Key was saying, bro, they out here. I feel like they finna do their best to whatever success De Los Santos have. They're gonna try to take that shit and make it look like, well, why the fuck he getting hit with this shot? And why is he getting hit with this shot? Oh, and why is he getting hit with that shot? Oh, like they finna try their best to discredit Shakur as much as they can off De Los Santos, but they really can't do that shit because you got real motherfucking fighters who spoiled De Los Santos and spoiled Shakur Stevenson, telling you that man is a fucking monster, and his resume proves it. You feel me? His resume proves it with fucking Rayo, Adorno on that bitch, and it's just his skill set and his attitude in general. So, they can't really try to discredit him on no level. But they gonna try that shit though, and we ain't gonna let that shit rock out. We ain't gonna let it rock out. And if Shakur go out here and dominate De Los Santos, bro, to where De Los Santos don't have no motherfucking no success, then it just shows you who Shakur Stevenson is, and that he's a bad motherfucker, and he gonna get extra credit from me, bro. Extra credit. What you think about that part, Keith? Keith must have stepped away for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So they can keep on trying all they want to. We already know the situation and things of that nature, bro. But it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy that, it's hard to get Shakur his just due. And you know what I'm saying? When you know, Keith?
Yeah, my bad. I knocked myself out. But yeah, I heard everything you said. As far as if Shakur go in there and dominate De Los Santos, man, yeah, man, you gotta give him extra credit, like you said, because we know what type of fighter that De Los Santos is. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We seen what he did against Rayo. Then we seen him come and look like a completely different fighter when he outboxed Adorno. Now, a lot of people, if you're casual, you go, oh, who are they? Them is solid fighters. You know what I'm saying? Solid fighters. And if Shakur can do that against somebody like De Los Santos that can box and that can crack, right? You got to give him all the credit in the world and some, right? If he go out there and dominate that man, right? But like I said, man, we know what it's gonna be, we know what it's gonna be. And then if Shakur go out there and beat him, but don't dominate him, you know what I mean? They gonna shit on him. So Shakur better go out there and dominate him, because we all know that they gonna shit on him. They gonna say that he was a motherfucking a fluke. He was a hype job. You know what they gonna do, dog. But I also think that fighters like Shakur, if you're a special fighter, when you get a fight like this is your chance to show that you are on a different level, right?
All facts. Key,
And
I don't know what shit, bro. Yeah,
Huh?
when you finish, that's big fight. When you finish talking,
and I think that Shakur gonna do that, right? I think that he gonna show that even though this is a dangerous fighter that I'm in the ring with, I'm gonna show that I'm on a whole different level. And I think it's his time to do that.
and I feel like this: those caliber of fighters, like De Los Santos, I think they bring the best out of Shakur Stevenson. You feel me? I feel like they bring the best out of him because the ones that can crack and punch keep him very alert. It keep him very alert. Then when you got some boxing skills to go with that shit, you know what I mean? It has to make him to make adjustments, bro. Because if they can't land that big shot on him, they go try to box his ass. You feel me? So while he boxing, you feel me? You got to be aware of that. But at the same time, the punches that these motherfuckers landing on you, they still hurt too. Because one thing about they say, if you're a big puncher and you can't land shit, then you got to hit him wherever. You got to hit them wherever and just let them motherfuckers fly and land, whether it's on the elbow, the hip, the arms, wherever the fuck you can hit them, on the fucking the neck, wherever. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to land and hit his ass somewhere, bro. So I just think that makes Shakur Stevenson more alert, bro, and that just make him more dangerous, fam. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Shakur Stevenson approach this fight, on top of Shakur wanting to make a statement. You feel me? He want to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? So is he gonna go out this motherfucker and say, you know what? I'm gonna show these motherfuckers that I can stand right here, make them miss, and try to knock him the fuck out. You feel me? So I'm very interested on what type of game plan Shakur Stevens gonna come out here with against this dude. Like I said, we seen him get cracked before, seen him get on the horse. We seen him go up against my man who they try to discredit. They can try to discredit him all he want to, Oscar Valdez. And Oscar Valdez ain't no pillar puncher. You know what I'm saying? He can punch. He got some little pop on him. He ain't just no motherfucking easy task, you know? So I'm very interested in see what type of style Shakur Stevens will come out here with against De Los Santos, bro. Knowing what we know about De Los Santos, getting the stories that we get from the stories that we heard about him in sparring session and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? How Shakur will come out here and approach this man, and how would he finish him? You know what I'm saying? Because if he was to stop him, oh man. If he was to stop him, bro, I think that'd be a statement made. I think that'd be a fucking statement made. What's your thoughts on that, Key? Do you think Shakur trying to stop that?
No, I don't really see this. I mean, you could, right? But I don't really see him trying to stop him unless he just see, okay, I'm outboxing him, unless he see it like, okay, it's here. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see him trying to stop him because you got to think that De Los Santos can crack. And you got people that's been telling Shakur that his power is real. Like his power is on a different level. What was it, 20? Oh, my bad. Let me get you. You just take it. Yeah, we can switch out. Yeah. But now you got people telling, my bad. I'm grabbing something to eat real quick. But now you got people like Richardson Hitchens and everybody else telling Shakur that his power is real. So I believe that Shakur, he gonna take that in, and when Shakur feel his power, I believe that's when he gonna come up with his game plan. You know what I'm saying? They already gonna have a game plan for it, but that's when he gonna implement whatever, plan A, B, C, or whatever he got to do. But I don't see Shakur trying to stay away from him like he did Nakatila. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him doing that because Shakur made it a point to let everybody know, y'all ain't got to worry about me doing this no more. And we ain't seen him do that shit no more since then.
Facts.
Now he ain't gonna be no idiot and just be a rock'em sock'em robot, but he gonna he gonna do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him just going in there selling out, trying to knock out De Los Santos unless he sees that he's not on my level. He can't do nothing with me. I'm faster than him. and I'm just better than him all around. Then he might try to do it, but he tried to do that shit in that Conceição fight. And go back and watch that fight, Money, when you get a chance.
I got you. I'm doing all tonight.
Man, go back and watch that Conceição fight, because he put it on Conceição, man, and he really pressed on the gas, and he tried to get Conceição out of there. But Conceição, one thing I gotta say about him is he know how to survive. So I want to see if Navarrete can stop Conceição, because Shakur couldn't do it, and Shakur was like, shit, I was trying to do it. You can see Shakur was trying to stop him, but like I said, he knew how to survive. He knew how to hold. He knew how to do anything he could, and that's what he did in that Shakur fight. So this is going to be real telling when Conceição fight Navarrete. And don't look out, and people overlooking Conceição, man, against Navarrete, but he might upset Navarrete.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you, like, bro. Hit the mute, bro. That's I'm trying to tell you. This motherfucking fight, bro. Like, Conceição ain't no pushover, nothing like that. So when we looking at this fight on Thursday, bro. So this shit right around the corner. It's finna pop up. This finna be a good one. And I feel like I don't know, man. I won't call it Shakur selling out or things of that nature. I feel like somewhere down the line, I think his ass gonna go for that stoppage, dog. I think Shakur is really going to go for that stoppage. I think you do want to make a statement. I think you want to show these motherfuckers that like I tell people, it ain't that you got power, but if you hit a motherfucker on the right spot, right? It's all about hitting him on the right spot, and you can get him up out of there, bro. And Shakur Stevenson, he don't just go out there like he's a fucking a pillar puncher. He got popped, like he said earlier, where nobody's gonna try to walk through his shit, bro. You're not gonna just try to walk through. I'm trying to get this this event up to see the fights that's all on that card. Let's see. Okay, so that's the co-main. Brian Norman Jr. versus Quentin Randall. I remember they little back and forth. Floyd Diaz on the card, Troy Isley on the card, Abdullah Mason on the card, Amelia Vark. This motherfucking card is a fucking good card, bro. This is an amazing fucking card. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. You got Shakur Stevenson, Edwin De Los Santos, Emmanuel Navarrete against Robinson Conceição. That's a hell of a fight. Like, that motherfucker is a co-main. Brian Norman Jr. versus Quentin Randall. Floyd Diaz versus Max. I can't even. Oh, wait a minute, bro. I know that ain't my dude nephew. Hold on. I think that's his nephew, bro. I gotta call my dude up. I think my dude nephew is going up against Floyd Diaz, bro. I think my dude nephew going up against Floyd Diaz. Okay, Troy Isley. Man, Key, what a fucking card, bro.
Bro, hey, Money. I had already, man. I had booked reservations and everything. I'm still, and I canceled it because some shit came up. But I'm thinking about rebooking that shit, man, and sliding out there. Right. But check this out, right? Check this out. I want to say this, man. You name the car, right? Fire car, right? Any fan should be excited about this car if you're a real fan of boxing, right? You got motherfuckers that say they fuck with Brian Norman Jr., right? Then had the man on his show and everything, but they shitting on this fight. Oh, Shakur Stevenson, huh? He having the giveaway tickets. They ain't selling shit. They ain't doing shit. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me, dog.
It don't.
Like, what, like that? Make that shit make sense. Y'all hate Shakur so much. Y'all running around. Ha. Oh, he can't sell shit. Look, they having the giveaway tickets. They put, like, the fuck. It don't make no sense. Weird shit. Like, they going out of the way to hate on this kid, bro.
Talking about how much the cost and all that shit. What does that have to do with anything?
And you got fighters on there that you say that you fuck with, that you support, but you hate Shakur so much, you shitting on the whole motherfucking event.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, bro. And they can try to talk about it. Yeah, they can try to talk about it. This motherfucker. You feel me? So they can try to do that. You gonna look at that tickets, and you believe they got some tickets over there. So don't make it like this like it took you this much like that's the high ticket and shit. Just corny shit. Like you know they even say Devin got Devin got Loma Chick on his resume, and Shakur got Joe Gonzalez. As if that's the biggest name on the book. I say man, they need to.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, I mean, it's just it don't make no sense. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. When people begin to see that you are a threat to their favorite fighter, that you are, on that level, they gonna do everything they can to tear you down. And this is a perfect example of what we seeing with the Shakur Stevenson situation. Because see, what it is they know that they could get away with it because he don't have a huge fan base that be on YouTube like that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they try that shit with Tank, but they tread water with Tank because they know that Tank got a huge fan base and motherfuckers is gonna get on their ass, right? So they looking at Shakur, they like, oh yeah, we can get away with it with Shakur. We can run the narratives with Shakur because his fan base ain't big enough yet, And so that's what they do, bro.
Yeah. But it's all good because Shakur gonna prove all of that's wrong. He gonna prove them all wrong, bro. And then we gonna see what the fuck they do after that, bro. You know what I mean? I want to see because Shakur said he'll go to 140 for Devin Haney, motherfucking ass, and T.O. You know what I mean? Which I don't want him to do that no right now. I want him to just do what he doing. You know what I mean? Don't go out your way to try to do some shit because them motherfuckers still ain't gonna fight you. You feel me? Like it's just so crazy though that we see, and I think KQ said this. At 30, Shakur was everything. Oh, he a bad motherfucker. He this, he that. You know what I'm saying? That's net. As soon as he come 35, he a threat to Devin Haney. Now he all these motherfucking names and he ain't this, he ain't like, man, get out of there with that corny ass shit. We all see what's going on, man. And we go call it how we see it. We ain't go be around this motherfucker like big ass sheeps, grown ass sheeps, older than a motherfucker, but bound down like you're a motherfucking kid or some shit because your corny ass scared to be a man and stand on your own too. You feel me? Nigga assholes getting wet for another man and shit. Get y'all word ass up out of here somewhere, bro. And then try to turn around and try to play reverse psychology on the motherfucker like we don't see what's going on. Nah, we gonna call it how we see it, straight down the middle. If your favorite fight on some bullshit, that's what we gonna say it. He on some bullshit. I don't give a fuck how much your daddy pop in on you Negroes, blow kisses at you Negroes, hold you niggas' hands, tap you niggas on the ass. I don't know what the fuck you doing to you niggas, but you niggas in some type of trance, right? Acting like trans and just some weird ass shit, bro. Niggas in a trance acting like trans. You feel me? Yeah. All that, nigga. Crazy ass.
Nah, real shit though.
Yeah. But like I said, I can't wait to see Shakur put on this. Just me, Key. I'm just gonna keep it 100, bro. I think Shakur finna dominate the shit out this man. You know what I mean? I know he's a hell of a fighter. I know what he brings to the table. But I just, like you said about Shakur, bro, that motherfucker, he is the real deal. He is the real deal, bro. And when you put somebody in there that look like it's up there to the left, and another thing about Shakur, bro, another thing about him, bro, he don't discredit no opponent or he don't overlook you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He know that this dude is dangerous. He know it. He know what's at the table, but he know what he brings to the table. Like he always say, it's levels, bro. Whatever level you want, I'm gonna go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that shit about him. Like I said, I'm not gonna act like, oh man, I'm just the biggest Shakur fan. I like Shakur just as much as I like Devin Haney. That's the crazy part. I like Shakur just as much as I like Devin Haney, bro. But I'm just gonna call the facts. When I heard Shakur speak, fam, and like I say, if you from the streets, if you're a real nigga from the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these motherfuckers be corny cornball ass motherfuckers acting like they street or trying to be street, knowing they some motherfucking prep schools, private school, 1-2 motherfuckers, ain't never did shit in their life in the streets, but now all of a sudden, you used to talk one way, now you talking another way, now you acting like you this gangster, now you doing motherfucking antics and shit like you know what I mean? Like you didn't, man, get your fake ass up out of there somewhere. But nonetheless, fam, when I heard Shakur Stevenson talk, Key, that man be speaking the truth, bro. because you know when the motherfucker telling the truth because they'll talk about their own fuck ups. You know what I mean? Shakur, when you get like, now you know what, I'm gonna keep it real. I did this or I did that. It ain't just that. Oh, you know, they did this. Oh, they like he ain't out there just lying and just making himself look like, you know what I'm saying? God Almighty, and I'm sitting on top of the motherfucking hill and I can't do no wrong. He ain't pulling those type of strings on us, bro. When he talk, the nigga speak the truth. And if it's some shit that I heard is a lie, I'll call his ass out on it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hear no lies out that man's mouth when he speak on certain situations, fam, that we talk about and what we looking at. So motherfuckers can feel how they want to feel. And I think that's what kind of piss motherfuckers off and they get mad too. Because that man be telling the truth about their motherfucking favorite fighters. You understand? And they can't take that shit. Now all of a sudden they just so much of a Devin Haney fan that anytime somebody say something about Devin Haney, whether it's true or negative, they just got to jump out there and act like they just the motherfucking shield for him. Well, go ahead and take them bullets. You better hope one of them motherfuckers don't hit your ass in the head, motherfucker. Straight up. Low, you getting up off of work, man?
Yeah, man.
Money,
I was trying to find.
I'm finna back out. Salute to y'all, man. Money, I'm finna back out real quick.
No,
I'm finna eat this food.
All right.
In the background, though.
All right.
How's my audio?
Say it again.
How's my audio?
Oh, no, you good. That was Keon shit. That nigga shit was
All right. Yo, I was trying to find the purses for the Pernell Whitaker and Zuma Nelson fight. I wasn't able to find it, bro.
Okay, at least you consistent with what you say. You feel me?
Yo, I got a question for you. What's your 8 fights that you could have for 2024? But you only got to pick the fighter only once. So in other words, you can't pick Tank versus Devin and Tank versus Shakur. 8 fights for 2024.
8 big fights in 2024. Right?
That you want? Yeah, if it was up to you.
Okay. I want Canelo, David Benavidez.
I agree with you on that one. That's 1.
I want Tank and T.O.
Okay, that's 2.
I want Shakur and Devin.
That's 3.
I'll take Jamal Charlo versus Caleb Plant.
Okay, that's 4.
I want my dude to get his rematch. I want Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford.
Okay, that's 5.
That's 5. Let me get down to the smaller weight classes. Damn, champ. Let me see. Okay, I want Amanda Serrano versus Terry Harper.
6.
I want Clarissa Shield versus Shadea Green.
7.
And I take Damn.
You got one more, so pick wisely. Deontay who?
Wilder versus Joshua.
Okay, that's a good one.
Can I add one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev.
Okay, that's a good one. Here's my 8. I got Tio versus Devin Haney. That's 1.
Okay.
I got Tank versus Shakur. That's 2.
Okay.
I got Bud versus Boots. That's 3.
Okay.
I got I got Subriel Matias versus Gary Antoine Russell.
Ooh.
That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
I want Jamel Charlo and Tim Zoo. I want to see what Charlo could bounce back and do.
Okay.
I want Canelo versus the winner. It doesn't matter if it's Andre or Benavidez. Either one of those two, I'll take. That's 6.
Okay.
For entertainment value, I'll take Ryan and Rolly. That's 7 and 8. Um, I gotta go with Wilder and AJ.
Wilder and AJ, yes sir. Man, you gotta come on, man. You gotta be a regular, bro. I like talking boxing with you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I'm a
I like
hardcore boxing
shit.
fan, bro.
Yeah, I like people know they shit and don't be on no bullshit. You feel me?
Yo, I ran into your channel. I had a YouTube account for 9 years. You know, I just put 2 workout motivational videos, one of Tio, one of Jerron. That was 2 years ago, but I had a channel for 9 years, but I wasn't doing nothing. I started recording content as of January is when I started doing videos talking boxing, whatever. So when I started, I only had about maybe 40 subscribers. So I'll be doing this, you know, in between this and work. But I ran into your channel because you commented on one of my videos. So
Oh
that's how I
shit.
found it. Yeah, I had made a video. One of my older videos was, is Canelo Alvarez the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, and is he the greatest Latin fighter of all time? So you
Okay.
watched the video and you agree with what I had said. I said that I think Canelo surpassed Chavez. A lot of people don't take that personal, but I think Canelo did surpass Chavez as the greatest Mexican. But the greatest Latin fighter is still Roberto Duran, because just like when I compare Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather, Roberto Duran took way more chances than Canelo, and he has probably the single biggest win that any fighter has ever had moving up in weight class.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times when a fighter moves up to beat a bigger fighter, the bigger guy is usually slower. Duran moved up as a smaller, older fighter to beat Sugar Ray Leonard, who's a slick black fighter who is a top 4 pound for pound legend. That's
Who's
like
undefeated?
basically that's basically like Canelo being older, moving up 2 weight classes to beat a fighter that has all the attributes as Floyd that's younger.
Yeah.
So, and then he won fights as an underdog. He overcame big losses,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and yeah, Duran gave, even in his losses, he lost to Hagler in a close fight, right? A very close fight. I think Hagler would beat Canelo at 160. So
Uh-huh.
Duran able to hang with them guys, he started his career at 126, became a
Yep.
champion at 135 and up. Duran to me is the greatest Latin fighter of all time, and I got him in top 5 pound for pound all time. So
Man,
that's how I
Roberto
saw it.
Duran is most definitely one of my favorite fighters of all time. When I go back, I go look at his shit, bro. Just the way he fought, bro, and he's a monster, fam. He's a monster, and the respect he get from his peers, you know what I'm saying, is what shows you that he's a bad motherfucker. So I ain't got no problem with you saying that, bro. So that's most definitely the real deal. Then you see how Floyd praised him. You feel me?
Yeah,
So Roberto Duran is a bad motherfucker, bro. He's a bad boy, bro. And like you say, to beat Sugar Ray Leonard, bro, in his prime like that, to in his first fight, and he taught Sugar Ray Leonard something. That's Sabrina Matias versus Gary Antoine Russell. That's a bad motherfucker.
that's a
That's
great fight.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker. And I had Sabrina Matias to give me an interview, bro, but I just had to find somebody who speaks what I'm saying,
Spanish.
Spanish. But me and him was talking, and then after that, the whoever was his fucking handler, they hated on me, man. Whoever was, but he told me just hit him back up because they, oh well, now he can't do it right now. I'm like, bro, he already told me he can do it. Like, what's up, man? I
Yeah,
got, but it's all good though. But I respect him because he still can't. He ain't just brushing me off like, man, they said no, he came back, hit me up, let me know it's okay, champ. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, we can still figure it out. I'm like, bro, but you already told me. But it's all good. I still respect him. Like, he still went, like, I was watching him for a while, bro. For a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he came back, got his rematch on the old boy ass. Like, I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy. But, yeah, the comeback and beat Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime like that, bro, and talk Sugar Ray Leonard. You can't your feelings cannot be involved. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You beat him, even though he came back and beat you. you still, you learn something from everybody, man. And they built a relationship off of that shit and still friends right now to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
They're all friends to this day. All
yeah,
of them. The only one, Hagler and Leonard, were a little salty because Hagler took that personal, but they're all
mhm,
friends, man.
yeah, and that's what just shows you like. And then they was different breeds back then, bro. They was different breeds. Like they wanted to fight each other. They wanted to,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you at the top of the hill, I'm coming to try to knock your ass off the top of the
They
hill.
didn't care. They crashed it. They're gonna crash. Look at Sugar Ray Leonard and Benitez. Sugar Ray was 23 years old.
Yeah,
Benitez was 21, already a two-division champion, bro.
talk
Already
to
carved up a Hall of Fame type of career.
me.
So them guys were different. And
That's a fact.
Durant wasn't just. Once again, Durant wasn't. Everybody knows Durant is being aggressive. Durant was a very underrated boxer. He had
Box,
very good defense.
thank you, bro.
He
Man,
would come forward and feint. He'll use his feint to throw you off and come forward, pivot. He was aggressive and he was very calculated and crafty all at the same time. He had head movement. You know,
damn, I
he
watched
wasn't
the
just
fight.
he wasn't wild, bro. He had good defense. You know,
And he showed that in his fight. Man, watch this, man. Cause Durant beat his homeboy, and then he came back and fought him, bro. Um, from New York. Fuck is his name, bro?
who's homeboy?
Um,
Oh, Davy Moore.
Davy. Hold on, was it Davy Moore? No, I don't think it was Davy Moore.
Who's homeboy he fought?
I hate this shit. $1 million question, bro, and I'd be stuck, and I know the fucking answer, bro.
But what I'm asking you, did he fight his own homeboy or somebody
No,
else's
no,
homie?
fuck, he beat the other dude, homeboy. Then he came back and fought him. Leonard
Oh,
was
I know.
fighting the bitch.
It
Leonard was
was he fought. He beat
he black.
he beat Davy Moore, and then I think Davy Moore was friends with. He might have been friends with Tommy Hearns, I believe.
No, it ain't Tommy Hearns. Damn, money man. That's was one of the best fights too, bro.
Iran Barkley.
Iran Barkley, bro. There you go, Iran Barkley. Yup, Iran Barkley, bro. That's what it was, bro. He beat Iran Barkley, homeboy. Then he came back and fought Iran Barkley, bro. That shit was
Th-
fireworks, bro.
That's why once again another thing about Durant that made him great. Durant is like a lot of people, Durant like Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis is 135. Tank is one of the biggest punches we've ever seen at
Uh-huh.
135 since Roberto Durant. And you gotta imagine Tank later on in his career
Hmm.
going to 154, 160, but his power was still carrying. Roberto Durant dropped Iran Barkley, right? He dropped him. And mind you, Iran Barkley to this day is one of James Toney's better wins. And that was an older Barkley. James Toney it got power. James Toney hit him with everything he got. He didn't put him down. He busted him up. He didn't put
Yep,
him down. Durant, who started as a smaller weight class, was able to put him down in his prime. That
yep,
shows you how much of a puncher Durant really was. I seen a video with Durant as an old man. He was hanging out with Adrian Broner, Tank Davis, and the African kid. What's his name? Hitchison's.
Richard Henderson.
Yeah, you see that video
Uh-huh.
when they were hanging out together, and Durant put his fist next to Tank. He told
Yep.
Tank, "Your fist is little."
Uh-huh.
Durant got big hands, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That motherfucker big hands and man, listen. When you say that the greatest Latin fighter of all time, listen, I don't know too many that disagree with that, bro. I don't know too many that disagree because that motherfucker, man, like you said, what he did, fam, to come from the small weight class like that and to move up and to carry that power along and to fight the names that he fought. You feel me? To fight the names
Yeah,
that he fought, bro. And it's like, and stood on business. You know what I'm saying? Stood on business. It wasn't none of that scary shit. Talk shit back to him
no,
and everything, bro. Like let him know. Like I don't give a fuck who you is or what you done. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I love Durant too, bro. I think Floyd got him as shit. One of his top threes, if I'm not
he
mistaken, bro.
did. Yeah, I seen that twice. See,
Yeah,
back then they weren't as sensitive as now. Like with social media right now, Monty, people they scared. That's scared, but
nah,
they
scared.
they're cautious about
Scared.
taking a
They
fight
want to
because
fight.
if
Yeah,
if you lose, you're gonna be a meme, bro. That's bad. People are
I said it all
sensitive.
the
Back
time.
then, these guys took losses. They took bad losses. Look, Durant took a loss where he said no mas. You know how many fighters will be mentally demoralized after that?
Man.
He came back like it never happened. And then
Uh-huh.
he got knocked out flat cold by Tommy Hearns. Came back like it never happened.
Hmm.
Certain fighters are able to come back from big losses. You
Yep.
know, Evander was one of them. You know, Manny
Evander,
Pacquiao was
that's
one of them.
that's Keon number one man right there.
Oh, Evander's a legend, bro. Evander, you know how many times they say he was done?
Oh yeah. Shit, he was when he fought Mike Tyson. They were saying he was done. He came back and stopped. But
Yeah,
let me say this about, and I'm gonna let you get back to what you said. I'm gonna say this about fighters nowadays, bro. They don't, and this is what I hate, right? Because they don't understand, bro. Win, lose, or draw, you living out your dream, man. Like that's your profession. That's what you get paid to do. And that's why sometimes the game fuck me up because, like I said, I always say this: it ain't that you lose, it's how you lose, right? And that I don't praise a O, low. You know what I'm saying? I don't praise a fucking O. I don't give a fuck about your O, bro, because you probably could. You probably like we probably thought you won the goddamn fight, but people don't understand. You gain fans and losses just like you do in wins. You gain fans and losses just like you do in wins, bro.
it depends how you lose and win.
Yeah, it's how you carry yourself after the loss. You know what I'm saying? And it's what you do, how you bounce back, how you go prepare for your next fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you living out your dream. It's like, okay, no sport you can't play no sport forever. That's why even though boxing is a dangerous sport, you can't play no sports forever, bro. So just know this shit will come to an end. You know what I'm saying? It will come to an end. But as long as you go through that bitch and you build yourself up the right way, you carry yourself like a man with integrity, right? Make good decisions with your money, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? And if you fight you fight the top shotters and you lose to the top shotters, just know, hey, I lost to a motherfucker that who name you will be speaking until the end of time because that's who he is. He's a bad boy. You know what I mean? But I made good money against him. And you know, I got something that I can tell my kids and my grandkids that this how your career was built off of my back or whatever you doing. You going to school because of this. You doing this because of that. So don't ever feel bad about Papa or your daddy or your uncle or your brother taking a loss to nothing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you did it the right way. So that's why I be hating when people try to, sometimes discredit fighters and talk shit about them. You know what I'm saying? I try my best not to, like you say, don't call fighters no bums or shit like that because I understand this is their profession though. They're not too much of a bum. They living out their dreams. This is what they want to do with their life, right? And if you get to make it to the top and do your thing, bro, and you was able to become a world champion or able to become a millionaire or things like that out of the sport, you clap your hands and you pat yourself on the back for that shit. You feel me? Because you went and did something great. And your name still will be remembered, whether you in a Hall of Fame or not. If you get to fight in them big fights, bro, your name will be remembered, bro. Because kids in the future, they still have to go back and watch that favorite fighter or whoever you're talking about fight you. Win, lose, or draw. And as long as you win that motherfucker and gave it your all, put up a good effort, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
salute your bro. So when people try to shit on fighters and things of that nature, especially the good fighters, you know what I'm saying? I'd be puzzled a little bit, especially when you sitting on the couch 600 pounds, ain't doing shit with yourself, but because you can talk on a YouTube channel or you feel like you can say this, you can say that, you feel like you got the right to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
every content creator should try going to. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
This is why I respect the game. You know what I mean? Because I've been to gym before. I never boxed before, but I've been in the gyms. I worked out, I trained, I sparred. I got in work before. It's not easy. Every
Mhm.
content creator should go to the gym and get to work and see how it is. It's not easy to get through that day, bro. To get through the working out. Even now, I know why boxers don't drink. I'm not even competing, right? If I have a night where I'm drinking and I go to the gym the next day, bro, it feels like crap. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
game, man. And with the losses, that's why when I go, when I have, when we debate about certain fights and people bring up, oh, but such and such lost to that one, I'll be like, yo, I don't care about that because look at the guys that beat Manny Pacquiao early in his career, or even Eric Morales that beat him. Do you think those guys will beat most of the guys that Manny Pacquiao beat? No.
Hell no.
Come on, bro. We
Yeah.
can't go by that. You know what I mean? Oliver McCall beat Lennox Lewis. Do you
You can
think
come up
Oliver
and
McCall could beat the guys? Huh?
go again, my bad. I was telling Jamar, you can come
So
up and get a few words in before I get off.
yeah,
My bad. Go
what I
ahead,
was
love.
saying, you know how, like example, we was talking about Devin Haney and Tio and Tank. Every time I go back and forth with people about the fights, they always say, "Oh, how can Tio do that? He lost to Cambosos." Okay, can Cambosos beat Lomachenko or Josh Taylor? I don't think anybody believes that, right?
Mm-mm.
So we don't go by that. That's a whole different night, whole different experience. You know what I mean?
I feel like T.O. would have whooped George can bust his ass, and this just me, so I don't care what nobody else got to say or shit like that. Like I thought T.O. when T.O. dropped his ass, I thought he got it together, and here we go, T.O. finna get his ass. You know what I'm saying? I really thought T.O. like George Cambosis is not a better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. I'm just this is my opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion. They can feel how they want to feel. George Cambosis is not a better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. He was the better fighter on that night because T.O. was going through his shit, whatever the fuck he was doing. But T.O. went out there and he was talking, I'm gonna knock him out in the first round. The way T.O. went out there and started that fight, trying to fight that man, was dumb as fuck to me, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you really went out there trying to knock that man out in the first round, like
that's not the style,
yeah,
bro.
that's not your style. You way better than that shit, T.O. You way better than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You end up getting dropped, getting hurt, and then now with you being young, it played on your little.
He showed dog though. I give him that. He showed a lot of dog though.
Oh, fucking right. He got back up. Look, face was bloody. He got back up and dropped him. You feel me? And I just knew then. I said, okay, now his ass got it together now. Now it's over for George Cambosis. And I give George Cambosis credit. He weathered the storm and, he pulled it out the head. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was the best version of Cambosos you would ever see. Just like when Buster beat Mike, that was the best Buster. But I don't like making excuses for fighters, even my favorite fighters, because once you get in that ring, all bets are off. But
That's,
it is what it is, man. I'm not even gonna, but
yeah, one thing
my
I'm with you. I don't make excuses, but I'm just going to tell you, like, the fight is over with. That shit been over with for a while.
yeah,
T.O., another world champion again. We see what happened to George Cambosis after that. He couldn't even hold on
I
to it.
still want that rematch, bro. I still want that. I still would like that rematch, like, cause they
T.O.
have they
George Cambosis right now, bro.
they got the February date for Tio for the spear, right? That's what they got lined up for Tio. And the rumors is they're working on a Ryan fight. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Ryan or Devin can have a 2 month turnaround. So my question is, who is he gonna fight in February then? Because I don't think Ryan Garcia is gonna be able to make it to February unless he knocks this dude out without getting hit in the first round. Same thing with Devin Haney.
Uh-huh.
I don't think those guys are gonna make it to February. I'm not saying they're not gonna win their fight. I think the
Right.
2 month turnaround, we don't see guys do that to go from Devin Haney beat Regis. Let's say Devin Haney beats Regis. I don't
Uh,
see Devin Haney going from there to fighting Tio in February. And Ryan, he beats um Oscar, what Duarte, his name is.
the
Yeah,
how do you pronounce
and
it, bro?
then fighting in February. So my thing is that who is Tio gonna fight? I would like the Cambosos fight, but
Uh,
Cambosos is tied up with Loma. I would like Jose Ramirez then, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah, but I feel like he'd beat the fuck out of George Cambosis. Like,
Yeah, all you gotta do is box. If he goes in there and boxes like Devin Haney did, he'll run him into some big shots, and I think it'll be the same type. He'll outbox him, and I think he'll knock him out in the rematch.
I think he'd knock him out as well, bro. So, yeah, but you know, so I feel like he did it to himself in that loss. But
Yeah,
he a bad boy. They just showed because you seen the caliber opponents he came back and beat. Josh Taylor way better than fucking George Cambosis. Then we seen what happened had Devin Haney went and beat George. That's why they jumped on George Cambosis so fast. No, not taking no credit away from him. They went out there and became undisputed and shit. But they jumped on George Cambosis so bad, was willing to go over to Australia and give him less money because they knew they got the even though he beat T.O., he was fooled. You know what I'm saying? He was fooled. If he'd have fought any of them
that's
top,
how it is.
yeah, they all would have beat him. You know what I'm saying? So
Listen,
that's what it was.
remember when Jeff Horn became a champion, right? Everybody in PBC was calling for
It's
him, right?
calling for him, boy.
But when Terrence Crawford became a champion, oh, he ain't done enough. You feel what I'm saying? People, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to fight Buck Crawford when he went to 147, become a champion. He became a champion.
I
Nobody
mean,
wanted to fight him.
you might think different on that one, but that's for a whole nother show, my G. But
Well, yeah,
go ahead, because I think you're ready to wrap it up, chap. I've been
yeah,
going.
yeah. I'm about to get out right now. What's your thoughts about if Buck Crawford really were to move up to 168 and fight Canelo?
And Canelo is my dog. This ain't because Canelo is my dog or none of that, bro. Um, it'll be the same thing like Jamel Charlo, bro. And I'm gonna say why, because First of all, he's smaller than Jamel Cholo. So Jamel Cholo is used to 10-ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? Fighting like that. Bud Crawford never fought with 10 ounces on in a professional fight, right? So I want people to understand that. Then you putting all that weight on that you never fought with all that weight. You understand? And then you jumping up 3 weight classes straight to the fucking king of Canelo Alvarez, who is a fucking dog and an animal with the best chin in boxing. You feel me? So I'm telling you, bro, they think they see something outside of the ring until they get into that bitch with Canelo. They don't understand how good Canelo Alvarez is. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm giving Canelo all his credit, all his roses, all his flowers because of what he's been doing since he was motherfucking 14 years of age, turned professional at 15, right? He been fighting a professional since 15, fighting grown motherfuckers. So to get in there with somebody like Terrence Crawford, okay, we got a good skill set. People think his angles and his power and all that shit is going to work with somebody like Canelo. Bro, Canelo been hit by Triple G, Bivol, right? He been hit by some heavy fucking punches, bro, that hit harder than Terrence Crawford. So Terrence Crawford power will not discourage Canelo Alvarez. And then once Canelo started walking him down, bro, and you feel the power of Canelo, see, Terrence Crawford knew this. He said this plenty of times, bro. It's weight classes for a reason. And he didn't even want to go to 160 to fight Canelo. When Canelo was at 160, he didn't want to go to 160. He said, no, y'all think I'm crazy, right? So now he 168. The thing is this, Lo. Him beating Errol Spence went to his head a little bit. Great fucking win. Errol Spence is my dog, bro. Great fucking win for Terrence Crawford. Great win, fam. But when people like Shakur Stevenson start saying like, oh, man, Terrence Crawford beat Canelo, only thing Canelo got is a puncher's chance, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, all he got is a puncher's chance. Like, what y'all think Canelo is, bro? Jamel Cholo. Oh, I'll beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'll beat that version of Canelo. This, that. But once
He
you
got defense too, man. Canelo's not. Once again, he's not a walking heavy bag, bro.
some of the best upper body movement in boxing, if not the best, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're looking at him and they saying this and that, bro. Terrence Crawford don't stand a chance against Canelo. His first fight at 168 against the king of one motherfucking 68.
I think he does better than Charlo, though. I think Bubba will take more chances. He'll have more success, but I think he'll get knocked out because of that.
There you go. He'll get knocked out. If you go in that motherfucker, he tried to be aggressive with Canelo Alvarez. Then Canelo go to the body coming back upstairs, bro. He'll get knocked out, fam. So it's going to be the same thing. Him trying to box his way around the ring, trying to survive the rounds because that's what it's going to come down to. And people not going to give Canelo no credit for winning that fight. Like, they didn't even give him credit for Charlo. So when it comes to Bud Crawford, it's going to be, oh, well, you know, Bud went up, man. He tried to be great. Oh, what y'all niggas just hating on Bud, man. Look what he caught Canelo with this. Oh, Canelo ain't shit but a cherry picker. He a bitch. If Bud was really a big dude, it's gonna be all negative for Canelo.
Canelo's the most hated fighter I think in boxing, bro. He gets the most slack. I know he does some corny stuff, but he fought at the end of the day, with the exception of Benavidez and Andre, he fought everybody we've asked him to fight.
Exactly, bro. And then let me say this too, to knock out Boxing 86 TV, right? Stop telling people Canelo ducked motherfucking Arthur Beterbiev because Canelo never ducked no fucking Arthur Beterbiev. Canelo tried to fight Arthur Beterbiev and they said no. I'm going to repeat this again. Stop telling people that Canelo Alvarez ducked Arthur Beterbiev because Canelo never ducked no fucking Beterbiev. He tried to fight them and they turned the fight down. Do your research. Do your research. Canelo Alvarez was turned down by Arthur Beterbiev.
Yo, I gotta sign out, bro. Yo, pleasure, man. Thanks for having me on the channel, man. You heard?
I appreciate you, my brother. You welcome
Say
anytime, bro.
no more. Be safe. God bless.
You too, champ. No doubt, child. So I think you're ready to get up out of here too, man. But Canelo never ducked no Arthur Beterbiev. He ain't ducked no motherfucker. You did? Straight like that. Do your research, bro. But man, I want to appreciate y'all for rocking out with you, my boy YBZ. You know I got nothing but love for you, champ. My brother Key, thank you for jumping on, Key. Even though you came on with that motherfucker. That goddamn echo on our ass. I'm old school. My big brother Omega, my bodyguard. You know I ain't worrying about nothing because you try to get close to me, he go chop off your goddamn arm. Straight like that. Danny Jones, the Queen Cassandra Mason. I think the beautiful Shinny came through as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm tripping. But everybody who was rocking out with me, man, it ain't too many. I already know. We had about 30, I think, at the max. I think we had 30 was the max. And I appreciate everybody for coming through rocking out with me, though, man. You feel me? Like I said, we can feel get back to the mix of dropping these videos. And this is my third day going live in a row, so I'm getting back used to going live. You feel me? I wasn't going to really do live like that. But I'm getting back into the mix of things with my live streams, bro. So I'm going to start going back live. You feel me? And we just gonna be kicking it, bro. So I appreciate everybody come through, rocking out with your boy. Y'all smash your like button on the way out the door. If you could show some love, send a few donations through. Everything you donate, help your boy Money be out to the max. When I tell y'all, whatever you send help save my life, it do help save my life, fam. You know what I mean? That's what it go towards. You feel me? But I appreciate all y'all. It's all love, man. Once again, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, when they get caught out by Devin Haney, it's always some false bull crap. He need to cut that ish out, be real when he call people out, and stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, go have Money B on your ass. Go have everything boxing on your ass. You go have the real ones out here in this boxing game on your ass. Straight like that, bro. You know what I mean? GD, what's going down, man? Yeah, it's been a minute, bro, but I'm back. I'm back. You know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all, man. So y'all have a good night, champs. I'm gonna get some food in my system, and find me a good movie to watch, something like that. Sit back and relax. Try to get my mind together, y'all. But I love y'all, man. Love your family. Love your people. Make great memories. Your boy Money Biz out, y'all.